Charles is hanging out in the room with us.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't worry, he can't hear you guys.
He can't hear us.
Can we read the rules again about restraining children?
I still have it up.
Wait, what? Did I miss something?
Oh, well, Ben, I think it was
Charles,
Ben, but
I
he
need you to
said,
stop
okay,
yelling, okay?
you know, you should use some capital punishment. I'm like, oh no, that's legal in Arizona. Corporal punishment. Corporal punishment.
Here's how it broke down. Rachel was talking about a kid who was like blatantly just skipping classes, and she kept running into him. And we were all like, kids, this stays. I was like, yeah, it's really too bad you can't use capital punishment anymore. And she was like, I think it's legal in Arizona.
But you meant corporal punishment.
No, I meant capital punishment because I thought it was a funny joke.
Oh.
And she was like, oh, I think that's still legal in Arizona. I was like, damn, Arizona's a lot more hardcore than I thought they were.
Yeah, but no, corporal punishment is still legal.
Yeah, the death penalty is still legal in Arizona.
Yeah, but you know, not just for like random kids skipping school.
No, of course.
That's yeah, anyway.
I just completely misread and completely forgot corporal and capital.
We're
Whoops.
different.
Oh, definitely different.
It made for a better story.
Well,
Yeah.
I fired up this year's stream, so hey, great way to start the stream.
Oh shit.
Hey, it's fine. You know, I hate to say this, but for my games, putting children in danger is kind of you got a 50-50 shot that a child will be in danger in one of my games.
It is kind of a thing you do.
Yeah, you do kill a lot of kids, actually.
I still
All it
don't
takes is
count.
one.
I don't count Blythe as a child. So
how old was Blythe again?
he was 16.
A past tense child.
So
He was how old, Summer?
Rogar was drunk and murdering
He was
someone half the
16.
time.
No, that is still a little baby boy. Still a little baby boy.
well,
not for the time, right?
And I try my best to not put Alice in danger. Because
Alice puts Alice in danger. That's not.
That's
your
the problem. This is the problem that I have. Because then on the other side of that, I may have put some children in danger, but Lucas was the one who was like, paralyze that bitch, and I was like, oh 100%. Man, fuck.
I played the Uno reverse card. You want drama? Here's some drama.
So, I don't take full responsibility for the endangerment of children in my games. I am just a faithful dungeon master and, you know, true to the story. So, speaking of story, who wants to explain to us what happened last time on D&D?
Honestly, Nick, you're better than I would do, because I just say, hey, fuck them kids.
Yes, but you're a teacher now, so you have reasons.
If next time I'll just throw some wolves at them, Rachel.
You know, that's what you gotta do. Because they're really bad.
So, who wants to tell us what happened last time?
There was a lot of fighting
monsters.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But that's not where we started. No, not where we started.
We started with Orso.
Saving his life.
That's right.
He told us all the goods about running into Gooderkill and the shenanigans he was up to.
About how he was a coward that crawled into a hole to die.
He was not a coward.
What was my line? You mistake cowardice for survival.
We learned that he was tracking a Remoraz, got ambushed by Gooter Curl's men, and I think we learned as a party that he was part of Iberman's warband before he joined up with the Monsters Guild. And he kind of caught us up on the reputation of the Monster Hunter Guild after the Session Zero. And he mentioned the Royal General Marcus, the half-orc badass looking dude.
Who's army was saved by Guderkel, but he didn't like recognize Guderkel as anyone and not made Guderkel feel small, and he didn't like it.
Aw.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Yes, fuck that guy. We don't really care about his feelings, but it does explain a lot about who he is as a person.
But after we killed
And I
all
wrote
the
in
rest
here that I have to find Rachel's summary when she explained it to the party, because I was like, wow, she summarized all that information really well. So I just put find Summer's summary.
What?
So the way Summer explained all that information was really good, apparently, about reading in the warlords. But now I have to
Can you
re-listen
put
to
that
VOD and
into-
find how
into
Summer
the-
explained it.
Can you put that into the campaign chat? You have it.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. We have to deal with an abomination. Mm.
Well, Bindu has to deal with it. And the bear.
That
Well,
is
I mean-
where we left off. That's correct. So after you spoke with Orso, y'all went and fought some rust monsters with... It took a while, but there was some great efficiency, didn't take too much damage, didn't get any damage to your metallic goods. And then y'all decided to delve a little deeper into the forge. You made your way back down here, and a realization that occurred to the crew that had come down here prior was that they were under the effects of the Pass Without a Trace spell. To which the party was no longer under the effects of once he came down, and they discovered the presence of a roper in a nearby cavern. It was near the end of the session, so we were trying to go fast, but a 20 armor class is very difficult to make things go quickly with. And we were in our turn order. I did skip. Who did I skip? I skipped Zyzeris, Tura, Bindu, and Malia to skip down to the Roper, to have the Roper munch on Bindu, to which I crit and did not intend to do as much damage as I did, but I believe Bindu has 2 HP left and is currently in the mouth of this horrifying creature.
Now, I thought by skipping to the end, what you had said is that we killed the thing, but to represent the damage it deals through the rest of the fight is why Bindu took all that damage.
I mean, I'm okay with that, but, you know, Amanda made a good point that it's possible that despite the fact that this thing is very low on HP, you all might not kill it in one round. To which end she was like, doesn't that mean they make this a deadly fight? And I said, well, shit, you're right. So, I'm going to retcon that a little bit.
There's some
I don't
quantum
like that
mechanics
line
going
name.
on. This is right up Jethro's alley.
So, we're going to go Zyzeris, Tura, Bindu, Malia, Bixis, Valeris, Jethro, Trey, and if we make it back to the Roper, well, we'll see what happens. So, Zyzeris, you're up first
wait,
as
before
we
y'all-
enter into the action.
Yeah, you're focusing on Fog Cloud, right?
Yeah, this big
Yeah.
old fog cloud that just blocked line of sight to
Yeah, 'cause we
everything
can't
that's
see the
happening in
idiot.
there.
I would also like to mention, Alfred did warn you. He did say fog cloud and let's boogie.
Like Boogie
So
Nights.
Zyzeris is going to take a couple of steps forward and realize he cannot see shit through this fog, and like hearing the sounds of combat, of metal scraping off a stone, he doesn't really have anything that he can do, and he certainly doesn't want to be the next one scooped up by this thing. So he's going to crouch down, and from his sleeve, a white serpent is going to go into that fog, and he's going to go the remainder of his movement northward to get away. But he's going to send Kimimaro with its blind sense forward, looking for Bindu specifically if it can, or the Roper, like whichever it runs into. And then Zyzeris is like, if it makes contact with it, it's going to touch the roper, and I'm going to try a shocking grasp on it. But I don't think an 8 is going to hit.
Oh,
So it probably wraps around a different stalagmite and just shocks the shit out of that.
Sorry, I spilled a little bit of my drink. Just cleaning that up.
Isn't that the worst?
It like wasn't a big spill, but it was enough to where it's just like, I can't just leave it.
But that's gonna be my turn.
All right, you make me sad. Tura.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Tura, it is your turn. If you're talking, you're muted.
I wasn't. So Tura's going to move here. And I know you said the turn order. You just said it really fast. Is Bindu gonna get a turn before the Roper?
Yep.
Is the
Yeah.
turn order not on your screen?
I think technically the roper already took its turn because I already took the damage.
Yeah. So it's gonna go Tura, Bindu, Malia, Biggs, Valeris, Jethro, Trey.
Okay.
A full round.
Basically,
before
I
it
should
goes
get
back to
2 turns before the roper goes again.
No, I'm
What
giving
is-
you guys your
what is
turns
Bindu?
right now.
What does Bindu look
Well,
like
right,
exactly?
but the roper's
You can't see him.
initiative was 0.
I can't see him.
Heavily
Maybe he'll go this
obscured.
time and
He
not
looks like
fall.
that.
Okay, is he dying? Should I waste a spell on
It's
him?
bloody.
You heard him shout, and you heard the warm or felt the warm splash of blood on your skin after.
Question for you, Evie. Can you see on Roll20 everyone's characters in the green bars up top?
Yeah.
The above that.
So he's
above
not
Bindu,
dead.
2 out of 33. He's not dead, but he's not great. Those are our
Right,
health
yes.
bars.
So like, okay. All right. Well,
He's not dead, which is good.
I'll
Good for
cast
morale.
Cure Wounds, first level. On
Yeah.
Bindu.
Yeah, you reach out and feel. Well, you get to touch for the first time what you've been ogling this whole time. You feel Bindu's abs under your fingers as you cast this cure wound spell on him.
I mean, if I die here, it's just there are things in life that are worth it. And then can I take an additional action on my turn with action surge, please?
Yeah, you can. How much did you heal him for? I need
Oh,
to
I don't
pull
know.
up Roll20.
Four. I rolled
4.
1d8. 4.
Plus your spellcasting modifier for cure wounds, if I am right.
Could be.
Oh. Where is that? On my spell sheet.
It's your intelligence modifier.
Right. +3.
Plus 3. There you
So
go.
7.
And then you action surge. What would you like to do with your second action?
I'd like to dip a Hold on. Greatsword,
Oh,
handles,
it's
handles.
from Magic Initiate Bard, so it's +0 to the casting of that.
Oh, because it's from her charisma?
It's a charisma bonus, so it's 4. You don't get any stat bonus to that.
Cool.
Oh, because it's from your feet. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to coat a hand axe in poison, por favor, with my bonus action,
Absolutely.
and throw it at the the roper. That's what it's called.
Yep. You have disadvantage on this throw since you cannot see it clearly.
Okay. So roll twice and take the lower.
You got it.
Ooh. So 13.
That will not hit. As your
Okay.
axe, because kind of it impacts this thing, but it feels like you're hitting a rock wall.
All right.
Bindu, it is your turn. You are still grappled, and you are in the mouth of a roper. What would you like to do?
I believe technically I'm grappled, restrained, and functionally blinded.
Yes, that's actually all true.
Isn't life great?
So I don't actually think I can cast any spells at it.
If it didn't require you to see it, you could.
Most every spell I have that's targeted says creature you can see.
If it's a touch spell, I'll allow it, because you're definitely touching it.
Yep, as a cleric, don't have a whole lot of damage.
Inflict
touch spells.
wounds. You didn't prepare that one today, Ben.
Did not prepare inflict wounds. No, was
I
not
think
planning for this
Alfred's
situation.
just trying to remove you from Malia's life
Well,
for
you
good.
can make an escape attempt. It's either athletics, which you'll have disadvantage on, or acrobatics.
Nope, not doing that.
What would you like to do then?
I am going to use my mace and try to thump this thing in the head since, I'm, well, right next to it.
Thump, thump, de-dum, thump, de-dum. Now, I will also say this, Bindu. Before you take your action.
Yep.
You and Malia are both at 5. So, I will allow Alfred to make certain decisions regarding a certain spell that has been cast in this moment, if he is so inclined.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
You actually think Alfred would dispel the fog cloud that he's using to kill Bindu?
I don't know. We're going to find out, because Malia, you and Bindu move on the same initiative at 5. So, if you would like to do something before Bindu takes his action, now would be the time.
Well, the reason why Alfred cast Fog Cloud is so that way they could. Is this a Bindu's ab square situation? Maybe. The reason why Alfred cast Fog Cloud is to retreat. So unfortunately, that's what he's going to do. He's going to get the hell out of the Fog Cloud. Hold on. Turn right over here. Wait. Here. And, that's what Melia is going to, Alfred is going to do.
Okay. Go ahead, Bindu, then.
Sorry, Bindu.
Bidu, I just sent a message in the chat. You can toll a dead if you can see the tentacle wrapped around you.
That's a fair point, Lucas. I'll take that.
Well, but I'm just going by what the rules say.
I like it.
Heavily obscured says that functionally you can't see. You are functionally blinded. So,
Well, mace him.
going to take a very high roll to hit.
He has a
20.
20 AC, in fact.
And I have a +3 to this attack roll.
At disadvantage, I
believe
don't
in
like
you.
your odds.
You need 2
Oh, if I'm at
17s,
disadvantage, then screw that. I'm healing myself.
Right? Yeah, disadvantage. You can't see him, right? That's a
Yeah,
that's
same-
that's
same
why I
thing.
suggested the spell.
Yep. Okay, curing myself. Going with a level 2 cure wounds.
All right, and then Malia, anything else you'd like to do? Sorry, Alfred.
Thank you. Alfred is going to turn inside the fog cloud and yell. I didn't put up the stupid fog cloud for you to risk your lives in trying to defeat that thing. How about you get out of there now? And
Some of us are grabbed, Alfred. Fuck off.
Well, then untangle yourself.
I hope that brings back Malia.
Wow, that was a dangerous burn. All right, Vixis.
Oh no. I can't follow that one. That was good. Okay, Alfred, fuck off. Is that on the bingo card?
If not,
okay.
it needs to be.
It needs to be fuck off, Alfred.
Does that count as making a fucky wucky?
No.
Okay. So Bixies is going to use Guiding Bolt at 2nd level to target the thing because it just says a creature of my choice within range. It doesn't say anything about sight. So I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 2nd level Guiding Bolt towards the thing. Oh no.
A 12 doesn't hit.
It does not hit.
That would have been such good damage.
It would have been such good damage. But I still have my bear. So bear is going to try and attack also. What do you do? Multi-attack. No, just one still. Fuck, how did I do that? Was it 20 plus 7?
I do.
It's okay. 16 still doesn't hit.
Still doesn't
Good.
hit.
Good. Yep. I'm just gonna say, oh yeah, I think the bear's got him now. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Valeris.
Can you please slap the shit out of Alfred so we can get out of here?
Yeah, I guess I should have hit Alfred, huh?
I can. Oh, that's right. Because if I hit him hard enough, then he can drop
Drop
the
concentration.
Yeah, I'm gonna deck the shit out of Alfred.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
It'll make it so much easier for this. I'm so sorry.
All right, make me an attack with your rapier, and we'll do non-lethal damage with it.
Okay.
You have a rapier, right? Did I remember that
do.
correctly? Okay. Well, 22 for sure hits Alfred.
Would he be surprised by chance?
For
That's a great
Technical
question.
attack.
Would Alfred be
Gee.
surprised by Valeris specifically turning and punching him in the face with her rapier?
literally
hilt?
just suddenly turning around and slapping him in the back of the head. Just slapping him.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, roll with advantage then. Just let's crit fish.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Crit.
Okay, a 23
Really
hits.
close.
All right, so you deal
C
16
damages. Roll damages.
16
I mean-
points of non-lethal damage to Malia, and I need Malia to roll a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on this spell.
Okay, how do I do that? Just a-
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Thank you.
10 or higher.
Nope.
So
Just-
7's gonna fail, so you lose concentration on
Just to
the
play
fog
devil's
cloud.
advocate, Alfred does have a bardic inspiration from Zyzeris still.
That's fair.
Oh,
If he wants,
Oh,
if he's trying to hold on to that fog cloud,
Was that Alfred or Melia?
it was Alfred.
Alfred.
Oh,
It's been Alfred the whole time.
nice.
Would
So
you like to
here's the
use the
thing.
bardic inspiration?
the reason why you put up the fog cloud is so everyone can escape.
Okay, let's think about it this way. If we're inside the middle of a fog cloud, how are we supposed to find the exit?
He said, "Look and memorize where it is,
Would
and then go." It's not my fault if y'all didn't memorize it. You know what? I'm not going to use it.
all
I'm
right?
just going to say,
So
y'all memorize
you
the exit.
you lose concentration on the spell, and I also need a D4 from you, really quick.
A 1.
1. Okay. Okay, then I need Malia, not Alfred, Malia, to make a save. Sorry, I'm reading your rules again.
A wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Yes.
Hey,
All
that's
right.
pretty good.
Malia is able to regain control of her body in this instance because 1d4 hours have passed. And so it was the 1 hour has passed, so Malia in this instance
that's
is
fun.
able to regain control from Alfred.
Where the fuck are we? Why'd you hit me?
Valeris is gonna like as she sees that it's Melia, she's gonna very quickly like hug her. I'm sorry. I had to. Your brother was being a complete dick.
What the fuck happened?
He got Bindu trapped by a roper. Bindu's dying.
And it's Jethro's turn.
I still have a
Oh,
bonus action.
sorry. Go ahead, Valeris.
Can't. Do I have to move to be able to see the roper? Like back into the
No,
cave?
not from where you are.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hex it.
All right.
That's my last charge of my wand.
Bonus action hex.
Oh no.
Make me charisma save.
I can hopefully do that. 18.
You're getting more used to this. Which skill would you like to give it disadvantage on?
Oh, I didn't think that far ahead.
It's grappling people, maybe athletics, strength.
Strength.
Yeah, I'll do strength. I was tossing up between strength and wisdom in case Bindu wants to cleric it up.
Yeah.
Well, it's not saves, right? It's only
skill
checks.
checks. Yeah, so that's important to note.
Then yeah, strength.
Perfect. Anything else? Would you like to move?
I'm good right here.
Jethro!
Jethro is going to move over here. And he's going to reach out and cast a spell that he has not yet cast before. Bindu! Fly, you fool!
Reach out and touch faith.
I'm going to cast Dimensional Displacement on Bindu and send him to the other side of Bixus. If he is willing.
Yeah, if it gets me out of there, I'm willing.
What spell are you casting?
He is not happy
Vortex
about being
warp.
grabbed by this thing.
I magically twist space around another creature I can see within range. The target must succeed on a con save or willingly choose to fail. And the target is teleported to an unoccupied space that I can choose within range, which is 90 feet.
All right. Teleported away, Bindu is out of this thing's mouth, out of its tentacle, and you are no longer restrained, Bindu. You are saved by the Master of Time.
And as a bonus action, because I just love moving people around the battlefield,
Terra! Get out of here!
and I'm going
Tura.
to try to move Tura. Is it Tura, Terra, Tira?
Tura.
Tura's the closest you're gonna get, I think. It's like, it's not supposed to be a hard T. Anyway, go move along. Get me out of here.
You know what?
You are now T! T! Get the hell out of here!
I'm going to attempt to telekinetically shove Tira 5 feet to my right.
Oh, I guess I should ask. Tura, do you allow Bindu to move you with his mind?
Yes.
Jethro, not Bindu.
I was only there to save Bindu. and
One
I
of the
knew I could-
wizards.
I move her with something entirely different.
That,
From an insight
that's
feeling.
you get her blood moving. All right, Jethro, anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'll do some more movement. And I'll get right next to Traven to set up another thing. That's it for me.
Speaking of Traven,
I'm gonna punch, and punch. Oh no, sad punch,
sad punch.
happy punch. God damn it! It lingered on 12 for like a second and then went to 2. My
Two
fuzzy
sad
dice.
punches. Womp womp.
Third sad
Irvin.
punch.
You might want to run.
I think you only get 2 sad punches because aren't you out of key points?
Unless you burn a key point,
I am out of key points.
So
then you only get the 2.
would you like to move, Trey?
Yes.
You took the mobile feat, yeah?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so no attacks of
Nice.
opportunity then. Okay, and is that as far as you'd like to move?
Yeah, I don't want to
GTFO.
leave Jethro.
Oh, I'm good. Don't worry about me.
I'm gonna get behind Jethro.
All right. This is interesting. Well, I'm just gonna let this keep going. Zyzeris!
All right. So Azaris is going, like, seeing people start appearing in this room and seeing that Alfred is out of it. He's going to step back down to get a view of what the fuck's going on in there. And then with his right hand, he's going to pop out one of the daggers from his belt, toss it into the air, and loose a catapult on it. Give me a dex save from the roper.
Oh, see, now we're talking. He's bad at those. 5!
Hey! It takes 15
Zyzeris,
damage.
how would you like to do this?
This dagger just goes right for that eye, just right on the bullseye.
As
The
this
same
dagger,
way he was trained to throw it.
this dagger impacts into the eye of this creature's, like, the blood, the green, like, viscera of its guts, like, comes spilling out as this thing just goes limp, as all of its tentacles just kind of fall to the ground. And you all are finally out of combat.
What about
I'll
the
be
bear?
Mirage. You were right about a few things.
Can someone tell me why we're still in the cave?
There is work to be done, Melia. We must restart this forge.
Welcome
well,
back.
How long was I out?
An hour, maybe? 2 hours?
It's been a little over an hour that you guys have had to deal with Alfred.
It's an hour.
Can we leave then?
I think Jethro's leaving.
If you want to,
Jethro has
hey,
shit to do.
Melia, I'll leave with you.
Is that all we have to do? We just have to restart it. No more getting into monsters, right? We can leave.
You see, the funny thing about monsters is that they don't actually tell you when they're gonna be there.
Okay, look, fix this. I know that my brother's an asshole. Okay, you don't have to be an asshole in return. Do we need? Is this all that we need to do?
Hopefully.
I just want to get out of here.
Sorry, we're
I mean, you should-
interrupting your plans for something else.
I don't like caves. I really don't like caves. I don't like mines. I don't like being underground. It's not good. I don't like it. Already Alfred had to take over my body, but okay. I'll just sit over here. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
Cyceris is going to recover his dagger from the roper, and since Tura and Trey are in the room with him, they probably see the white snake go right back up the sleeve of his robe.
Hey, mate, you just had a snake go up your robe.
Right? Sure wish he was a bit more useful.
Oh, that's your snake. That's a lot better than a random cave snake just going up your trouser. Look, you got it.
So is that a pet then?
Of sorts.
Can I do a nature check?
Yeah. I mean, you don't need a nature check to know that that's not how a snake would normally behave. So you could assume it's some magic shit.
You're also proficient in Arcana, right?
I believe. Even
Would that be the better?
actually, I am. You draw spells from the wizard spell list. You're familiar with the Find Familiar spell. Tura is. Is Evie familiar with the Find Familiar spell?
It's not one of the ones on my list.
Okay, so a familiar is like a wizard's little helper, you know, like, so they might have a little like frog or bird or snake or things like that. So you know that there are a number of wizards that have familiars like this.
You've
Like
seen
by
Jethro.
Hedwig.
Hedwig, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a little bit more like a Scabbers situation where there's like he carries his rat around with him. In this case, it's a snake.
Uh-huh.
It's a reverse Ratatouille.
Okay, I guess I'm doing a nature check because I'm naturally curious about what kind of snake it might be, but it doesn't seem natural, right? That's what you're telling me. Either way, even without the check.
I guess my question for Ryan is, what kind of snake is it?
As per the rules, I guess it's just a poisonous snake.
Okay, there's venomous snakes. I will be pedantic on this. I will.
Like an albino pit viper or something?
Or it
Let me
could
look
be a,
at the stats for the venomous snake.
or it could be a coral snake.
While he's looking at the stats, Bigsy is gonna go around. She's gonna cast a healing spell on Bindu, and then come over and cast a healing spell on Trey.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Thank you.
While Ryan's deciding what kind of snake he has, Jethro, how can I help you?
Yes. Well, I was calling for Bindu, but he was too busy getting healed. I'm just going to get a
once
closer
he finishes
look.
getting healed, he's coming up to help.
Awesome. Yeah, Jethro's going to try to use Dominus as a handhold to pull himself out of the chair to get a better look at why there is no lava flowing to the forge. Maybe there's a mechanism. Maybe there's a gate that is closed.
You can
Here,
without
Jethro, let me assist you with that.
Thank
Like-
you, Bindu.
without rolling, you can tell that this whole thing is like a complex mechanism that, short of taking it apart and putting it back together, it's gonna be really hard to like figure out how it works just by like looking at it, if that makes sense. It's complex machinery.
I like complex machinery. He pulls out his tinker's tools and he pulls off a service plate and starts digging into it.
Is it written in Dwarvish?
Everything, and if there is any writing, it is in Dwarvish, ancient Dwarvish. So it's not even like modern Dwarvish; it's like ancient Dwarvish. So even older. And so Jethro, you kind of like go looking for a service plate, and even like your screwdriver is like not the right shape for this thing.
Damn it, they used magic.
Wait,
Everyone,
hold on. I have a quick question. Ryan, does D&D have it labeled as a poisonous snake?
Yeah, there is no
I
venomous
riot!
snake in D&D.
We riot!
There's no venom damage.
We
it's poison
riot!
damage.
Anyways.
But I'm imagining that's he basically uses the snake as like the foundation for the poisons he makes. So like he's milking the snake fangs for venom to build on. So venomous snakes.
All right. So it's like a white snake. Cool. All right, Bindu. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
everyone, I suspect that this may take quite some time and investigation in order to understand the mechanism here. Perhaps part of the group could head back to the surface. Take Melia with you. Get her out of this place.
Amelia's
She's
gone.
She's gone. As soon as you said split up the group, she's out.
I'm gonna I'm gonna head back to the city.
Right.
Um,
Tura,
I mean,
Izaris.
before we completely split up, is there anything you know that you would need that we can bring back to help you speed up this process?
Yes, if you could get Miss Amberforge, Grandalalian Amberforge, at the Tinker shop. We need someone from her clan to open up the door to the north.
Okay, yep, I'll head that way and go get her. If you want, Dominus can come with us if you need anything else. He can't speak, can he? That's not super helpful.
Only to me.
Come on. I mean, I can speak with animals. Does that count? Would I be able to speak with him?
Yeah.
He's a construct. Does it count?
He's not a construct.
He's also not an
Familiar.
animal.
I think he's technically a celestial.
Yeah, celestial
Or
Fae.
Fae or Fiend, I think?
I don't know which
I think
one.
you can do
which
Celestial,
one is
Fae, or Fiend, whatever you select.
which one is Dominus?
Oh, he's the goodest boy. He's celestial.
We're learning all the familiar questions.
This is what I thought.
Okay, well, I can't. So if I did speak with animals, could I talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'd
Okay,
be
cool.
fine with that.
So then if Dominus comes with us and you guys do decide you need something while we go, just let him know. He can let me know. And then we can pick that up and come back. And I'll leave
He's-
Bear here for the little bit of time he's here. It won't be too much longer.
Dominus will not be able to convey any information to me once we leave. Once you all leave the mine, the range is too far. But he'll be there as company for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you may as well leave him here. If something goes bad, send him to find us.
Yes, Jethro, I think perhaps Dominus should stay with us. He can at least keep a lookout. His senses will be better than ours as we're distracted.
Very wise, Bindu.
Okay, so Bindu and Jethro are staying. Who else is staying?
Ura, Izaris, would you stay with us as well?
Yes, it seems like you could use some muscle.
In case you need to pick a lock or two, I can be of assistance.
Okay, splitting the group in half. Nice and easy.
Valeris,
I like that.
before you leave, may I have just a moment?
Actually, Cyzaris is going to hand over the other 40 gold that we got from that chest to Valeris too, in case you guys are picking up any supplies.
Sorry, you cut out at the end there. I couldn't quite hear you.
In case you guys are picking up any supplies. So I'm just giving you the other 40 gold that was in that chest.
Valeris, if you perhaps look after Melia for a while. I cannot help but feel that my spending time around her is drawing out Alfred. His distaste for me. I genuinely believe that he was trying to kill me there. So, just watch over her if you don't mind. I don't think I can for a while.
Summer's internet cut out for a bit, but I will relay the message.
Excellent.
Son of a bitch.
Things are all.
Valeris is on babysitting duty.
You know what I mean?
I mean, Tura is staying behind with him, so.
I have a question. Does this count as an attempt at building a polyamorous relationship?
I do not think so. I think it's trying to get rid of one person.
I feel like it's unbuilding.
Unbuilding. Okay.
Destroying.
So I'm gonna go with the group leaving first, and then we'll come back to the group in the mine since Lucas just be our bead. Malia, as you begin leaving, the four of you run into Ah, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I moved your tokens. The four of you run into Orso on your way out. Oh, what did I just do to his token?
He's skinnier.
He's lost so much weight.
Oh, good for him.
An emasculated Orso. Emaciated, not emasculated. God, what's with words?
Yeah, I
that
was about to be like, that's a weird
words that
association.
sound the words that sound the same today but aren't.
Lysiris really did a number to him, saying that he's a coward.
No kidding.
I emasculated him.
Emaciated. That's the word I wanted. That's the big word I wanted. Orso runs into you and says, "Are you all heading out?"
Just us few for now. The others are still down there trying to get
Yes,
things
we
going.
are. If you want to come, you can, but we're leaving, okay? We're getting out.
And you're sure Gooter Curl's men cleared out of the town?
Sure, yeah.
I can guarantee we have not come across them in this town. If you want to hang out here for a bit, I'm gonna come back here with some others, just to make sure the coast is clear. But I feel confident in bringing you back to the village, and at least then you could get maybe some food. We're gonna go back to the monastery, I think, for a minute. I might be wrong on that, but yeah. I mean, you're more than welcome to join us. The others are still downstairs. If you want to join them, I would suggest not leaving the village quite yet. You definitely need to make sure you get a good night's rest.
Well, I don't know any of them, so I'm coming with the three of you.
Glad you say so. Happy to have you. And then she's gonna turn around and realize Melia just fucking booked it. Okay, well, let's go.
All right. So the five of you leave the mines. And where are you going first?
In town,
I mean-
right? To talk to the gal who gave us this mission?
Miss Emberforge. Well, we're following Melia wherever she's running to.
Well, I guess Melia, you come out of the mines. It's freezing cold. The sun is, well, shit. Let's see. Hold on. You guys went in there late morning. You did a bunch of
took a long
stuff.
rest.
Then you took an 8-hour rest. It's like the dead of night right now. As you come outside, it is like midnight and dark and cold and windy.
Melia is going to kind of shake it off. She's still stressed. She's still anxious. But she's going to attempt to start a fire and light a couple of torches from that.
Yeah, do you have like flint and tinder?
I hope I do. Yes, I do.
So,
Or do you have like maybe a druid in your party that can produce flame?
No,
I don't
a
have
tinderbox.
she'd rather die.
Torches!
Also, I have a lantern.
All right, Valeris with the lantern. If
And
you
a
have a
candle that can
tinder
go in
box,
it.
you could also light a torch if you have one, Malia.
Yeah.
So y'all light up some torches and make your way down to the town of Ebonreach. Is that right? Or since it's the middle of the night, are you going to go up to the monastery?
The monastery, we stay there for free, right?
That is correct.
Oh, but how long is it going to take to get to the monastery from where we're at?
From the mine, it's about the same either way, so it's really just a choice on your part.
Free food, free board.
All right. Up to the
They have a hot tub.
Up to the monastery it is. They do have a hot spring. This is true. But you are minus a Bindu.
Then
Melia
what's the
could probably
point?
use some relaxation.
No,
Yeah, you can
that's
actually get relaxation because you're not all pent up.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until I tell her that the hot springs is underground.
Oh god.
I
Um,
mean, it's at least wide open, right?
It's true. As you all are walking, Bix is also kind of the two. You find at one point where it's just like the two of you kind of in the back. Everyone else is kind of up and ahead of you. And Orso turns to you and he says, "Look, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but when the time comes, I think you need to let one of them do it." And he like points to Trey and Valeris walking together ahead of you.
What do you mean?
Well, you're a good kid. And you're not a killer. I can't say the same about those two, but I wouldn't want this quest for vengeance to take you to a place that you can't come back from.
You don't have to worry about me, Orso. When the time comes, we'll do the right thing.
I mean, look, I understand what the right thing to do is. I'm just saying, I think you should let one of them do it.
I'll take that into consideration because really, no one can tell what's going to happen in the future, and there might not be an opportunity otherwise. So, as long as it's taken care of, it really doesn't matter how it's taken care of. I'm not saying it has to be me. I'm just saying it has to be done.
Just looking out for you.
Just like old times.
Well. Are we going to the monastery?
Yes, monastery.
Okay.
Because it's free.
It's free. It's nice. Honestly, Orso, you could use a bath. You stink. And you're covered in blood. You're kind of disgusting.
I'm not gonna. I've been laying half dead in a cave for a week, so yeah, that pretty much checks out.
I know. That's why. I'm not trying to be rude. Just everyone can smell you.
So you all, you make your way up to Geimdrim. Trey, you knock on the doors, and you are allowed entry. Orso is promptly seen down to the hot spring. What are the four of you doing once you come into the monastery?
Hot spring time, anyone?
Hot spring time.
Hot spring time.
Yeah, I could use some relaxed time too. Can we bring snacks to the hot spring?
There is no prohibition on snacks in the hot spring.
Yeah.
Okay. Trey, what are you doing?
Bigsies will offer him a swig since he's not answering. He might be muted.
I was muted. I was gonna try to
woke him
do
up
the
real
sneaky
quick.
thing.
Being real stealthy.
And I was like, well, hey, maybe you need a drink. Yeah, as we got outside, she would have offered Trey a sip of the flask because, that was a fun situation.
I was gonna try to sneak away before. So to think you turn around, I'm just not there.
Bigsies will look around to see if she can tell when you broke off because she was distracted with Orso, but she knows that sometimes it just be like that with you.
You do figure Trey would go and talk to the shadow people more.
Have you even told us that you spoke to the shadow people?
Well, I told you.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. My memory is bullshit. So. Okay, yeah. You're good. Praise God.
Okay.
He left us. He's dead.
Well, what's everyone's passive perceptions? Out of curiosity, what's everyone's PP?
17.
Dear Lord.
13. No, wait, hold on.
Just
15. 15.
Mine is 12. Valeris doesn't even notice he's gone.
Yeah, so Malia and Bigsies, you do notice Trey kind of skulk off, but do you say anything?
No.
All right, so Zyceris, what's your passive perception?
9. Or nope, that's my insight. Nope, it's still 9.
Oh gosh. Okay. So Trey, you kind of sneak off as you hear just everyone kind of getting into the pool of water and whatnot. Where do you go?
To God, I need to write stuff down. To find I want to call her the headmistress, and I know that's not what it's called, but every time I try to think of the name, headmistress just pops in my head.
She's called the Abbot.
The Abbot. I'm gonna go find the Abbot.
Abbess.
She likes the term Abbot.
There.
And her name is Saleh Padan.
Saleh Padan. I'm gonna go find Saleh Padan.
It takes a little while, but eventually you do kind of get somebody's attention and find that she is in her office. As you find her office, you see that she is just sitting behind a desk with some papers in front of her. You know, there's like a candle that's low on the wax, and she looks up as you enter the room, and she says, "It's quite a late hour. To what do I owe this visit?"
So I've done some thinking. I've done some fighting, which clears my head a lot, and I've done some thinking about the words you showed me on that weird rock, and it felt good, honestly. And I want to learn more. I want you to teach me.
She stands up and comes out from behind the desk, and she looks at you and she says, "You have been gone for all of a day. Are you certain? You must
No, but I never am when I make decisions.
Well," and she addresses you with like the utmost sincerity, like she cares about you. And she says, "You must be sure you are ready. Those that enter and waver in their convictions do not return."
Right. Well, let me go say bye then, in case I don't come back, but I'm good to go.
Very well. When you're ready, I will meet you in the scripture chamber.
And then Trey's gonna head back to the hot spring.
All right. So down in the hot spring, what's going on? It's Orso and the girls' time.
Bigsies is regretting her decision of coming.
What's the ab situation on the wet orzo?
It's bear-like.
He's so fluffy.
I've never heard abs more in a campaign than this one.
Yeah, this campaign be thirsty.
For abs, which, I mean...
You're welcome, Jeremy.
Thank you, Ben. I love it.
What's Malia, Valeris, and Bigsy's talking about as Trey comes down?
Bringing back butts.
It's tempting.
Malia's not really talking. She's still trying to calm down, and she's just scrubbing the dirt off of her arms, her face, and her hair. She's not really talking. She just wants to calm down.
Well, Big Z's is gonna bother you, so we'll see how that goes. Big Z's is gonna approach Malia, and she's gonna ask her about, so what's your deal with the whole underground situation? That's seems to be interesting and quite eventful. You know, I mean, even we were stuck with your brother for a really long time, which is not ideal for anyone. I'm pretty sure he specifically tried to kill Bindu. Could be wrong.
Can you repeat the question again? I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question again?
What's with you in caves?
Oh, yeah. Father was killed in a cave. Haven't really recovered since.
What was he killed by?
We don't. I don't remember. It was It was when I was a kid, a little bit before I met all of you. Um, uh, uh, uh,
Wasn't that your dad at the Suyu festival?
No, that's my uncle, his brother. Hmm.
Okay. Well, that explains some, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss.
No, it's really not fine. A village requested his help, so he went down there, and they said that it was a small little problem inside of that cave, and it wasn't a small problem. Uh they just wanted to get it done for cheap. So he went in there expecting a small fight, and it was bigger.
I've been on a couple of those. They're never. People don't like to always be upfront about what they're getting into. They think somehow
no.
lessening it will make it easier, when in fact it's the exact opposite.
No, he was in pieces. He was in pieces when he came out of there, and I don't like caves. I don't like caves. I don't like being in caves.
I mean, that makes sense. In the future, when we are faced with the cave, inevitably, there are many caves. How do you suggest we proceed? Because that was a lot to deal with, and it put a lot of people in danger. And
I don't know. I don't. I really don't know. I don't like caves. Valeris and I would always avoid them at all costs because I don't like caves. I don't do well in caves. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know that this is it's like a chink in our armor, okay? And I know that I endangered the entire people by just being me inside of a cave, and then Alfred came in, and I'm really sorry about that. But I don't like caves. I don't know. So if you're open to any suggestions, it'll be fine, okay? It's fine. Everything's fine.
Bigsy's is gonna put her hand out onto Malia's shoulder, and she's gonna say, "I don't know if it helps much, but I wouldn't let something kill you. Alfred, on the other hand, I'd look away in a heartbeat. But I think I would make sure, at the very least, you would be the last to go, if that brings you comfort. Trey and I have faced many things in many caves. None of them good, but we've made it this far. So if you just at least stick close, hopefully that brings a little bit of comfort.
It kind of does, actually. Thank you so much.
And at that moment, Trey comes down the stairs.
You know,
Sure.
you're supposed to actually be in the hot springs and not sitting on the beach talking for them to work, right?
My feet are wet.
And Trey's gonna disrobe and walk in and start soaking in the healing springs.
When did you become an expert in water?
Well, I don't know. I drank it enough. Yeah.
Do you? I I think you do the opposite.
Oh, I like it right now, and these feel good.
It does feel nice. Bigsies will get more into the water. Where'd you wander off to?
I went to talk to the abbot about joining the Shadow Conclave.
Didn't they say you had to make some decisions?
Yeah.
You know, and she's gonna like hold up the flask, kind of like wait in front of him.
Speaking of which, toss that.
She's gonna toss it to you. Here
He's
you
gonna
go.
he's gonna grab it and take a big swig, and then he's gonna toss it back to you.
Bigsies will take a swig as well.
Can I take a swig, please? I think that will calm me down.
Bigsies will offer it to Malia.
Oh, you gotta drink it all again?
Yeah, that Bigsies is ready to grab it back from Malia, but she'll offer it to Malia.
Amelia's going to take a big swig.
I'm not sure which one this one is. We've mixed them up so many times. I don't know what we're drinking today.
Make me a con save, Malia.
There we go.
You good?
And then she'll turn and offer it to Valeris. If
No,
some
no,
internet
thank
is
you.
working.
I'm good right now.
Okay. Species will nod and then put the flask away. So what do you have to do to join this shadow?
They have a test I need to take. The only way you survive it if you're committed. And I honestly believe that this is the path I need to be on.
I don't think you've been committed to anything in your entire life.
I got the guild. I had fire. I'm committed to you in this way. I saw Jethro and the Biloxi family.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, there's been days where you've gone off and done your thing for a while. I guess you do come back, but I mean, it just sounds like a little bit of a steep trial for you to take on a whim. We just met them yesterday? Day before maybe? What time is it now?
Yesterday's right.
Just 20 you want to give it maybe even 48 hours?
I'll give it 48 hours.
Bigsies is gonna look away because she knows deep down you're not gonna change your mind. Well, let me know what I can do to help.
Right. So Trey, are you actually gonna wait that long, or are you gonna go back up?
I'll go back up to let the abbot know that I'll do it in 48 hours, but he told Bixus he'd wait 48 hours.
All right, then we're going to flash back over to the mines. What's going on over here in the mines, y'all?
Why is it that whenever I find you guys are always about to die?
Maybe you're
That's
good luck.
not true.
Perhaps it's an exaggeration.
Perhaps it's not. We do seem to find ourselves more often than not in precarious situations.
What caused it this time?
I think the hole in the wall that we didn't notice the first time we were down here.
To be fair, Zazeris, you were a snake.
Oh, I wasn't blaming myself.
Oh, I can't see very well.
I don't know that it was the hole in the wall that caused our difficulties this time. But that's... Let us be about this investigation. We must try to understand what this machine is intended to do and why it is no longer functioning.
It's all right. What is it exactly that you guys are looking for? A fault or a spell, or do we believe it's magically hindered?
It could be any of the above.
Oh, can you see any curses or foul play magically on this with your eyes?
And I'll look and see if there's any magic, if I can detect any magic around the device.
Bindu, with your special eyes of the Seventh Sanctum, you do indeed, you detect an ancient kind of magic that really isn't like, it doesn't neatly fit into like, you know, one of the schools of magic. It's like this like, it's like a pact magic almost, where it's like this like bloodline kind of magic that requires like a deeper connection to the magic than just casting the right spell or doing something like that. There's a deeper connection going on than just pure arcane magic. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Primal magic.
What I sense here is it is an old, a very old magic. It does not abide by the typical schools of magic that we are taught these days. This seems more tied to the blood, to the family, the lineage of whoever built this. This is deep dwarven magic.
So would we need to cure the lineage to cure the mine?
It is hard to say. I certainly believe that getting someone of this lineage here would greatly assist us in returning it to its original function. But
Well,
I suspect there is much we can learn before that happens.
I agree, Bindu. Apparently, Miss Emberforge, who is one of this ancient lineage, has been here many times and has still not been able to accomplish the restarting of the forge.
Curious she didn't mention there was a curse tied to her lineage when... I don't know.
I do not suspect. It does not seem as a curse as much as just a missing element.
Oh, I see.
Like a key for a lock.
I also just because I love you guys and don't want you barking up too far up the wrong tree. Just because she's a dwarf doesn't mean that she is related to whoever made this forge. You're racist.
Hey, I just want to point out, I didn't
Actually,
assume...
you said that she was part of the clan that was
Yeah, that was
on the door.
No, I said that she's part. I said that her grandfather wrote the book. I didn't say anything about this forge.
Well, when I investigated the door, didn't you say that Emberforge had been down here a couple of times
and nothing had happened? Yeah.
Meaning Emberforge couldn't open the door.
All I
Okay,
said is
well,
we
that
need
was
someone
miscommunication.
of the bloodline. I didn't say that we needed that particular dwarf.
Right? Jethro's the one saying Emberforge.
Okay, well, that's the player misinterpreting that
Sorry,
Everforged, because
and
otherwise
that's
I
why
wouldn't have
I
said
was like,
anything
I
when
had
said
told
what
you
it was.
that, so I wanted to make sure I was clear
Kill
with
him!
it. She's been down here, like
Right.
she's
All
tried.
right. So let's dismantle this whole thing and do it our way because their way sucks.
Great idea.
I do think there is much we can learn. And with that, I'm going to make an investigation check.
Sure.
Okay. And I assume this will take me quite some time, but
I'll try to assist
Ooh,
in any way that
sweet.
I can.
how about a 25? Natty
Never mind.
19.
What are you? I guess what do you hope to find? Like, what are you looking for?
I just want to start picking over this thing and trying to see if I can grasp how it's supposed to function and how it's supposed to harness this lava. If it is a purely magical effect, and I've already learned that like we need someone of the right lineage to help make this thing function, I just want to confirm that. But I also want to try to figure out, is there anything that we can do to learn from or harness this to help the people in the town replicate this without magic?
So, like, a couple things that you do notice, like, this is like a purely mechanical like machine. Like, there is magic that it's like magic kind of like it is here to preserve it and to like protect it, but it's not necessarily what makes it function.
That's excellent news.
But because you can tell from like looking at it that like you could see like, oh yeah, like lava's supposed to flow through here, like, and there's no like arcane sigils, you know, like there's no like runes, there's no like those things that are in like a magical workshop, right? Like for the creating of spells or that kind of thing, like aren't present here, you know, like the things that you've seen like for the creation of like magical weapons, like you don't really see that present here. You with a 25, I'll say you've heard of adamantine, and you can tell that this forge is made of mithril mixed with steel to create this like very hardy metal that can withstand the temperatures of this place. And then you can see that there appear to be like these, it's like this series of these series of 4 tubes up here all seem to have like a little like light positioned beneath them. So there's like 4 kind of lined up lights. So yeah, like you learned quite a bit with it with the 25.
And yeah, I'm going to assume this is going to take a while, so I'm pointing out stuff and discussing it with the group, and just trying to contribute what I can to understanding how this thing functions.
I don't have a whole lot of crafting or blacksmithing expertise. But how different do you think this forge could be from your ordinary blacksmith shop?
Well, it does not seem fundamentally different. If we could... Tura, Zyzeris, Jethro, do you see any levers or buttons or sigils, anything that might indicate it seems purely mechanical? I wonder if we need merely find the right sequence to turn it on.
Well, I don't know that I see anything. I rolled an 11.
I mean, Tura, you're familiar with like a blacksmith shop, but You're not familiar with any of this. That's an anvil
A lot
over
of it-
there.
The lava's still flowing beneath us, right? Like,
For sure, and it's
That's
hot. It's incredibly hot here.
hmm. Can I just, for funsies, like, does everything seem normal about the lava? Like, it's not being manipulated or anything like that?
No, it's not.
Okay, just checking.
And you guys don't, like, looking around, you don't see any levers or buttons or runes or anything like that. Which is odd.
Yeah, don't. hmm. What does the YN symbols mean on the floor?
Do you speak Ancient Dwarvish?
Mm. Common, Elvish, and Gnomish.
You're not sure.
Since we're going to be taking a little while in here, Cyzeris can start to ritually cast Comprehend Languages. Like, if there are more Dwarven runes about this place, to try and better get an understanding of it.
And someone already detected all the magic that needs detecting, correct?
Bindu's eyes can cast Detect
I
Magic.
think
certainly hope
Jethro
so.
speaks Dwarven, but he's just BRBing right now.
I'd be surprised if there's a language he doesn't speak. Little nerd.
Like, it's a bad thing. We're all down here because we're nerds.
Zyzeris, you
Jethro's a special. He's also Trey's little brother. He's a nerd.
push to talk, right? Zyzeris, you experience something kind of strange with this Comprehend Languages spell, in that this language is older than the modern version of this spell. And so, like, when you look at it, it's like you recognize it as Dwarvish, and you recognize, like, the characters, but, like, the order that they're in doesn't make sense to you. Does that make, like, it's like trying to
Yeah,
read Old English. It's like, it's English.
It's the Latin of Dwarvish.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Fortunately, it seems even though my own limited comprehension of the Dwarvish runes doesn't go this far back.
Wait. I have a second question. Zyzeris,
Yes.
did you attune to that ring?
I mean, if we have at least an hour in here that he's just twiddling his thumbs, he will absolutely try to, because he's wearing it.
Because it's been an hour since you put it on.
Then heck yes.
I didn't make a card for this. Hold on. I'm going to make a card for it really quick.
Is it a ring of speaking ancient Dwarven?
No. Hold on.
You can't be Mario. That's sad.
Okay.
Wow. If I exit and come back into the menu? Yes, you have to be quick. Because you have to click B while it's loading. Like, when you get in that level, click B fast. Okay? And then wait.
I'm just going to put it in all players' journals because that makes it
Now you
easier.
can change.
Alright. Can you see this?
Yes.
That's, like, gross and pretty at the same time.
That's about what it looks like. Yeah, gross and pretty at the same time. That being said, Zyzeris, you hear a voice tickling at the back of your mind. And It says to you, that is a language I haven't seen in some time. I had a friend that was from this clan once.
He's, I guess, thinking back at this thing. I'm sorry. Hello?
Hello.
Are you... And he's just going to look down at the ring as it just, like, vanishes from his hand. Are you in this thing?
I have been in this thing for what feels like an eternity. It's almost as if it's all I remember. Until I see things that I remember.
You speak this language then? And he's going to, like, trace his hands across some of the runes the same way he was doing with his comprehend languages spell.
Yes. Those are the symbols of the Fronheim Empire. The great lens makers.
Say, Bindu and Jethro, you don't happen to know anything about the Fronheim Empire, do you? The lens crafters of old?
Would that be a history check?
That would be a history check.
Any chance I have advantage?
No.
Okay, well, it was a natural 1.
So, Bindu hasn't heard of it. That must have been a day that he skipped in history class. Jethro, you know how you, like, sometimes, like, somebody mentions an ancient civilization, you're like, yeah, I've vaguely heard of that. But you don't know many of the details. It's like somebody might say ancient Sumeria, and you're like, yeah, I know 1 or 2 things about them.
Heard of it, don't know much about it. Size, I says.
He's going to think back to the voice. Could you tell me what these say? Is this of any importance to how this forge works?
Yeah, it's the the voice, like, kind of like you could feel confusion as it's trying to, like, look for a word, and it says it's like the company symbol.
I see.
He's trying to describe a logo, but can't really find the words to describe that.
It's trademarked. Nobody look at
Exactly.
it.
That's exactly what it is.
And
Sorry.
Tara roll for. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
to
Nope.
interrupt.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Tara roll
Tura.
too, even though she's in this-
Sure. Roll a history check, Tura. You're from these parts.
Hey, Miss Tara.
For it.
24. 24 is a little better. So, Tura, being from the neighborhood, you do know, like, the Fronheim Empire is an ancient empire of gnomes and dwarves, and they were basically they were most well known for being rich as hell, because they created magical lenses that could basically distill magic into a physical form. And so many magical items and weapons and other things like that were created by them.
Okay. Well, the Fraunheims did make magical lenses. They were very wealthy for it, for items and weapons. I deliver that onto the party.
I think this might be one of their workshops. And thinking back towards the ring, I'm sorry, who am I speaking with?
Who am I?
Yes. Do you have a name?
I did once. It's hard for me to remember. It was so long ago. I've had many names. I was given a name at birth. I was given another name by the hag. And I was given another name by the wizards. Dalamar, the wizards called me.
Wait.
Dalamar? If you can help us puzzle through this forge, your insight would be much appreciated. Perhaps I can take you out of this place.
From what you and your friends have opined, I would imagine you need somebody of the lineage of the Fraunheims to activate this forge. Or somebody that's of the company. I had a friend that was a dwarf that was from there. He was in exile, but he was from there.
Yeah. Bastard man.
I think the word you were looking for, Jeremy, is brilliant.
Honestly, I love everything about this. You're doing great. Thumbs up, baby.
Maybe the problem the Emberforge clan is having is that they aren't of the same lineage of the same forge makers. Maybe it's more. Maybe it's less of a metaphor and perhaps more of a literal translation. Like you need one of the bloodline, like the dwarf of the Yuan-Ti temple needed the blood of a serpent. Perhaps there's some sort of magical essence inside of that bloodline that the door detects. So without it, the Ember Forges are unable to proceed.
So what would you all like to do?
I wonder if the people who want you to fix the mine are going to respond well to, well, it's not yours to run, as a response.
I mean, we cleared out the monsters. Beyond that, I'm not entirely sure what we can do for the forge.
What are these four little things like around the platform?
They look to serve some mechanical purpose, but they seem to be like locked in place.
So they just have to find the right key.
this is most frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
All here seems mechanical and as though it should work, and yet we have no ability to make it work. And if we must find someone of this ancient bloodline, what chance have we of that?
Jethro, I don't suppose anyone from your extended family is from the Fronheim Empire?
Bingo. God.
Nope, I don't think so.
Well, I guess we can at least take what we have learned back. Maybe someone at the smithy or in town will know more about the ancients.
All right. Well, then, I guess we're going to say that everyone meets up in town the next morning, it sounds like, yeah?
Real quick, if we're done
oh.
inspecting the forge, Tura, could you help me with something real quick?
Sure.
Not too long ago, Jethro traded me this ruby, and I was hoping to help reduce it down to more of a powder for arcane materials' sake, but, well, I'm a bit too frail to accomplish such a thing on my own.
Well, I'd be happy to.
There is a
Could you help
mighty...
me smash up a ruby?
There's a mighty nice anvil over there, Tura.
All right. Could I see it?
Pull out the ruby. Hand it over.
Oh. Is it a good one? Can I tell? I hope it is.
It's like a 10 gold ruby.
That's 150 gold ruby.
Oh, that's the 150 gold ruby. Yes.
As remember, Nick quoted it as like 10 gold, and you're like, oh yeah, fine. And he looks and goes, wait a minute.
Wait, I was wrong. Rubies are worth a lot more.
Is it like the size of my palm, or is it more like...
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Okay.
It's a big ruby.
The elixir of life. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, beautiful. Oh, let's smash it. Okay. And I'll
smash
go
it with a hammer.
Go over the anvil.
Yep. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Oh, that's not a good one. Okay, fingers crossed.
I mean, your +4 has got to be better than Zyzeris' -1, so... A 23 will do it as you reduce that ruby to dust. You pick up the hammer that's just laying on this kind of chained to this anvil, and you with minimal like kind of reverberation back into your hands. If this hammer wasn't chained to this anvil, you'd take it with you.
That's quite impressive. I think I like it.
I'll say.
Yes, so we should probably scrape that up now.
Yes, thank you, Tira.
Zyzeris, I must ask, why would you destroy such a valuable thing?
Well, what with rumors going to be spreading about the eternal flame being doused, I was hoping to start spreading a similar rumor of our own. And, well, from what I understand, ruby dust can be used as a component to keep a flame from being doused. And I was hoping that after all the practice with this lantern, perhaps we might come across a spell scroll or someone who is familiar with such a spell, and we could perhaps spread the word that maybe the eternal flame wasn't put out, but just moved. As he kind of gestures to like the lantern that he's always had a flame on his belt.
That is
That's what
quite
it's doing.
interesting. But Cyzerus, are you sure you want to start a rumor that says that we are the ones who have taken the Eternal Flame?
I hadn't really got so far in the thought process, and it wasn't until the ruby popped up that I thought maybe it was a thought with, I don't know, contemplating.
What's worse, the Eternal Flame being kidnapped by one of its protectors, or the Eternal Flame being extinguished?
Honestly, I don't know which would be worse.
Oh, well,
I know it
that's
represents a symbol of hope for a great deal of people. I mean, if even a rumor of it still being a flame could put a stop to the war, it's at least worth trying, isn't it?
Perhaps.
clever plan.
It is certainly a line of reasoning I have never pursued. I will think on it.
Certainly, since all of you are keepers of the same Eternal Flame, you should all have a say in it. But I do think this is just
We were not keepers of the flame, but we have been gathered for a most unusual quest since it was doused.
I see. Pardon.
I mean,
I suppose we can all have the same goal.
we were all part of the Firekeeper ceremony when we were young.
This is true. I
Tura-
really had not given much thought to what we might be getting called to do, but...
So Tura, you've heard of Suyu. Everyone's heard of Suyu. It is a cultural, cultural destination. It is a holy city to the people of this land, and you're vaguely familiar with like the Firekeeper ceremony that they're like talking about, but you and yours never had the kind of means or anything like that that would allow you to be able to go to such a place.
And Nick, just so I don't end up running off in the wrong direction, what have we been told? We know we've got these like challenges we have out in front of us. Have we been explicitly told that completing those challenges will allow us to relight the flame?
No, you haven't been told explicitly anything.
Okay.
It's all been cryptic nonsense, and it's very annoying. If I were you, I'd be annoyed.
Oh, good. So you get it.
Of course I get it. I'm a player in plenty of games. I absolutely understand. But also, as a storyteller and a dungeon master, I gotta do it.
Respect the
DM's
hustle.
gonna DM.
Cast solve this riddle.
Over and over.
Is everyone ready to head back?
Have we collected all the ruby dust?
Yeah.
I think that should be the most of it.
Perfect. Put in a little like square of
Tora,
leather
if
and
you'll
tie it.
hold still for just one moment.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to reach up and like just into the hair, like right on the right side of your face. He picks out a small bit of the ruby dust. But he has to get very close to do it. And he Zazeris here a bit more.
Thank you.
Tara's gonna like turn the same shade of red as her hair and like be like, oh, thank you.
No problem. I couldn't help but notice the twinkle, the slight highlight it gave you. But
Oh, well,
must be time to go.
yes, let's get out of here.
Thanks for indulging me.
Absolutely. Smashing a jewel for potion purposes or any other reason is fun for me.
Meanwhile, back at the hot springs.
I have a quick question because I can't quite remember. Did we happen to ask Barnadu about what he might know about the forge?
You did, and he said that he didn't know
He did?
anything, and he has been asked before.
Okay. I looked in my notes and could not find anything about it, so I had to ask.
Rachel, I believe there was something you wanted to say before everyone went to town. Yes.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Before when I was making the throwaway to town the next morning, it felt like you had something you wanted to do before morning.
Oh, yeah, she'd just like to go on like a little mini hunt, see if she can kill something. Like a bunny, a beaver, a deer.
Bindu.
She's not Alfred right now.
Kill him with your charm.
You wanna leave the hot spring and then go outside and go hunting in the middle of the night?
No. In the morning.
Hey,
Not right now.
In the morning, like on the way to
In the
town.
On the way to town, yeah.
Oh, as a ranger, you have your scavenge ability, so yes. Make me a survival check. Yeah, you're absolutely able to catch a rabbit.
Ah, cool. How much is this rabbit worth? What can we sell it for?
I guess it depends who you talk to. Speaking of which, as you come into town, you see Tura, Bindu, and Jethro, and Tura, Bindu, Jethro, and Zazeris coming down from the mines.
What's the vibe between Tura and Bindu? I'm just
Friendly.
wondering.
Making out.
Friendly.
We're just
Like
casually
regular
picking lint off each other's clothes.
It's a friendly vibe.
All right.
Absolutely nothing has happened.
True.
Everyone's covered in glitter dust.
There is that.
So they went to a strip club. All right.
Yeah.
No,
that's
we were
it.
researching the forge.
There's glitter.
We just went to an underground rave, no big deal.
That would actually be kind of sick, though.
But what would you all like to do around town?
Get supplies.
Go to the butcher and try to sell this rabbit.
You are absolutely able to sell your rabbit. Make me a persuasion check.
I think I'm somewhat good at that.
You're able to sell it for a gold piece, which is, probably more than you normally get.
Hell yeah.
What kind of supplies are you looking for, Valeris?
Healing potions. Probably rations because we go off that, correct?
Yeah. There's not like an apothecary or anybody that sells potions in town, other than Tura.
Absolutely no one.
Yeah.
But if you get the ingredients, I can make you a potion given enough time. So if you're looking for basic healing potions, I can make that in a day for 50 gold points. I think we decided gold pieces.
Yeah.
Well, and we decided because it's a healing potion, it costs the cost to buy it, right? Not half of it like a normal potion.
Yeah, I believe that's what the book says, because I was going by the Xanathar rules.
Yeah, so just the materials cost 50 gold, and if you can get me that, I can make you a healing potion. Give me a day. If there's no apothecary willing to sell you one, I'm saying that's your next best option.
Kind of hoping to get more than one, but we don't have 100 gold. We have 89 gold.
I do still have. Hold on. I have 4 on me. Still, because I don't think I've used any for anyone.
I believe that's correct.
Then Valeris will just give Zyzeris his 40 gold back. Since they can't really get supplies here.
You could get rations and stuff like that. Damn!
I'm more about the stuff that'll keep us alive when we're dying. But yeah, how much would rations then cost for everybody?
You could get rations for the whole party for like 2 gold pieces. For like a week.
And then okay. Realistically, I can't think of other supplies. Maybe arrows. I don't know who all uses a bow.
Wait, are we keeping
I
track
don't
of
think we need a horse
ammunition?
and wagon.
It'd be nice.
I mean, I might have to re-up every now and again, but I'm not keeping track of it because that's tedious.
Yeah, might as well. Malia uses some. I know you use arrows. Anyone else?
Not at the moment.
See, this is saying 25. I am so annoyed.
25. It's half of 50, right?
See, that's saying cost, so that means to buy it. But I've seen it that it costs 50 gold points too, so I'm just...
No, that's why.
It normally costs 50 gold to buy the potion, but to brew it yourself, it costs like 25 gold worth of ingredients, I think.
Which is
See,
half.
but I thought that didn't apply because it was a healing potion and not just like making tea. You know what I mean?
No, the healing potion has its own rules in Xanathars. Like, that's it. Those are the rules.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's 25. Cool. In that case, woo. That means I can get you healing potions for half price. It just takes longer.
There you go.
If I have the ingredients though, and we have the time, which the time is gonna pass for the party either way. That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
I mean, if we're in town and we're going somewhere that might have ingredients, like Zyzeris can tag along with Tura to also look for some ingredients for poison crafting.
I'm going to the apothecary.
Right. I need those rules too. One moment.
And I have questions for Z about his poisonous snake. We gotta hash this out. Also, Nick, I sent you my math on my starting gold. If that doesn't look right, let me know, because it seems high. And like wishful thinking.
You're level 3, so that's fine with me.
Yay! I got money. I got money.
These are the rules for the poison making per the poisoner feat, because it's a little bit different than just normal poison making. So it's 50 gold worth of materials for this type of poison.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Poison.
Any other downtime activities?
Denny's going to get some rest. Considering that we went through and he sort of kind of slept in the cave, but then all that craziness and the travel back.
There is an inn in town if you want to snag a room at the inn, or you
So we
could
already had
go.
rooms at the inn.
You guys
Oh, that was
had
the
rooms at the
monastery.
monastery.
Oh, okay.
Or you could just go, I don't know, lay outside somewhere underneath a tree if you want.
No, I'll find a. How far is it to the monastery?
It's a ways. It's all the way back up the mountain.
Okay, then he's going to find a room in an inn.
Oh, if you need money, I have a gold coin. I sold a rabbit. You want a room?
I appreciate that, but I have my own money. I'll be fine.
All right. Everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh,
And you can tell it's obviously not fine.
Are you sure? Look, whatever he did yesterday, I'm really sorry for that. I guess because I was in a cave and all that craziness, I just he kind of took over, you know?
I understand, Millie. At least I think I do, but I can't escape the feeling that he cast a spell again that left me in a situation where I was almost certain to die. The last two opportunities that he's had, he's done this to me. I hate to say this, but I don't trust him. I can't trust him now.
No, I suppose not. I mean, I know he doesn't like you. He makes that very clear, but
He's made that clear for years.
I didn't realize that it verged on wanting to murder you.
I don't know that it's that he wants to murder me. Perhaps he does. I think he just cares so little for anyone but himself. He doesn't even consider it. I know you are quite different. But not knowing when he's going to simply arrive in your form is difficult. And as we've traveled together, it certainly seems as though our friendship has, well, let's just say it prompts the worst of him.
Yeah, of course. Yes, definitely our friendship. Well, yeah, I suppose it does prompt the worst in him. Yeah, no, yeah, that's, I'll maintain my distance from now on, just to make sure that you're okay. I know he doesn't like being around you, and I'm very much aware that he occasionally looks through and then yells at me. So, yeah, I'll keep my distance from now on. You don't have to worry about it. I'm going to do some hunting. Yeah, I'm going to go. If I could get a gold piece from a rabbit, who knows what I might get from a deer. I'm going to go now into the forest, do some hunting. You have friend. You have fun, friend. Yep.
And he's too tired to try to talk through it all. He just goes.
What's everyone else doing?
Malia's going to hunt her feelings away.
Well, make me another survival check. What's everyone else doing?
Trey's gonna go get some
To
sleep.
the monastery?
I mean, if everyone's just going to sleep, you can go back to the monastery if that's where you wish to go.
Free logic.
If the answer is we need a long rest, we can go to the monastery now that we are all reunited.
Did we? What time of day is it? I forget. I feel like we
It
came
is
out in
first thing in the morning.
but nobody slept.
You might have caught a little. No, I don't think anyone has slept. Well, because you guys rested during the day yesterday, so your schedule's a little off.
We took a short rest, but not a long rest, maybe.
Yeah, you guys probably
Yeah.
took a short rest. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, are we going to the apothecary first, or are we going to go to sleep?
There is no apothecary. Unless you count yourself.
No one sells any herbs of any kind.
Oh. There's like a market if you're looking for that kind of stuff, but like there's not. They don't have a doctor in this town or anything like that.
That's rough.
Can I find ingredients for potions?
If you want to
And,
go,
like, vials?
if you want to go forage, yeah. Make me a survival check. You can go with Malia.
Oh no, that's fine. I think the best plan would be to go to sleep. I can forage when we travel, which is what I do anyway. If there's no actual place to buy the things I need to make healing potions, then I don't need to go shopping.
Okay. Does that count as falling off the wagon for Bindu and Malia?
What does that mean?
I assume falling off the wagon meant getting drunk.
Yeah. It was more for Trey.
Still okay. Does it count as trauma?
Didn't we already get that with her talking about her dad?
Oh,
Melia, that is.
There you go. That's
yeah,
right.
that's right,
Yeah,
yeah.
Hey, no natural ones yet. Surprising. Or natural.
Yeah, we did.
20s.
We do.
No natural
I had that one.
Oh, that's right. Have you had a natural 20?
No.
All right. I just need Valeris to do some shady shit, and I got a bingo.
Well, you're in luck, DM. Like you were reading my mind. Could I do like an investigation check? See if there's anything like, I don't know, like in town that maybe people don't go into a lot that makes it look like that maybe there would be something good in there worth maybe just kind of grabbing.
I get what you're saying. Make me an investigation check.
Oh, 13.
These people do not have much, Valeris. Like, looking around, like, these are common people that live here. Like, and unlike in, like, Pondhaven, where, like, there was, like, the manor, and, you know, like, places that were, like, obviously nicer. Like, the only place that's, like, nice here is there is, like, a small, like, chapel, that is dedicated to, Zophiel, the sun goddess, and there's like a little like kind of like golden sun like icon in there. But like looking around, like most of the stuff here is useful, you know. Anything of value, it's like a horse or, you know, a wagon, you know, tools, useful things.
Let's take a look in the church. I flipped a coin to see if she would be okay with something like that. She is.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you go into the church, and it's, there is a bishop in there, that welcomes you in and invites you to pray if you like, and just kind of goes about their morning routine.
she'll pray. She'll do that just to as a respect type thing. But more of as a like, hey, I'm about to steal your shit kind of thing too.
Okay. You patiently wait for the cleric to, leave the room, and at one point they do step out to kind of go do something. You're not really sure what, but they do leave the room, and you are left there as the only person in this room.
Can I do another investigation check?
Sure.
That's not as good.
I mean, looking at the icon itself, it fits in your bag.
You're really testing my morals here, Nick.
I mean,
You better steal from a church.
it's like the size of, like what? Like I'm like holding my hands, like I don't know, like a vase, like a semi, like not like a huge vase,
Is it-
but like
Is it bigger than a bread box?
what's a bread box?
It'll hold 2 loaves of bread.
Basketball or
Looks
bigger?
like a loaf of bread.
Bigger than a basketball. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like a decent sized vase. Is like the size of it.
Can you dribble it?
Can I make a slam dunk with it?
No. It has spiky sun parts on the ends that would not go through the hoop well.
Oh, I guess I'll leave it. She'll leave after looking around a little bit. Try not to look too suspicious, but realistically, I think they would know it was her. She was the only one in there. I thought I would try at least.
Well, I'm still counting it. Bingo. Valeris does some shady shit.
Time to reset the bingo cards.
Yep. Or go for blackout, Okay. Anything else anyone would like to do in town, or are we all going to the monastery?
I
I'm sorry, I
assumed
stepped away
that-
for a second. Did we talk to the Ember Forge people yet?
I was going to say, I assumed Jethro was going to go talk to the Forge people.
The
Yeah, I
Kobold
went-
Forge, just for the record.
Well, their name was Ember Forge.
One of their names is Ember Forge.
Yes, that's what I wrote down.
Do they also run the Kobold Press?
Kobold Forge?
So yeah, I want to go to the Kobold because that's where they told me to go. So I'm still gonna go there. Even though we're all in town together now, I'm still curious.
Is Lucas not here? Did he BRB?
Yeah, think so.
I missed that.
Who did that?
And then Jeremy also BRB'd. Okay. And then Amanda just left the room. Okay.
Oh, it sounds like it's time to take a 5-minute break.
I'm okay with this. Do we want to take our break right now?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, let's take a 10-minute break, and then we will come back at a little bit after 6:30 or 8:30 on the East Coast. Because I kind of need Trey here for the next part.
Oh, by the way, Nick, how do you spell that Farnheim? Farnheim?
Oh, I got you. Frauenheim.
Farnheim. Got you.
Yeah, This is a tip for any aspiring dungeon masters that ever watch my video. If you want your players to care about your lore, make it part of having to solve puzzles.
Like puzzles.
It also forces me to have to be like, oh, right, I have to write down the lore so they can, like, actually see it. Which is the hard part. That is the hard part. Though it is nice that if I ever just need... I'm like, I need a friendly NPC. Which one of Jethro's family members can I use?
Good thing he has so many. And a family tree.
Well, and then I have all of the NPCs that you all made for the backstories, so I have a lot of options.
Nick, did you see my DM?
Yes.
What are
Yeah.
you planning?
Yes. Some shady shit.
What
Too bad it's not Tura
Ooh.
does shady shit.
Oh.
Maybe it should
Is
be
this drama?
anyone does some shady shit.
Is there going to be drama? Oh my.
Drama or trauma?
Why not both?
Drama, trauma, trauma, drama.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Total Trauma Island.
We were on a break. That's a Friends reference.
I think you're the only one who gets it.
You make me sad. But
Yeah,
not
I've
that
never
sad,
watched
because like
Friends.
it's not. I'm not actually a huge Friends fan, so
I got the reference, but I didn't hear
I
anyone
did-
else
I did
talk,
too.
so I was confused. Then I see the chat now. Oh, okay.
hello Jethro. How do? Oh, now he left. I see how it is. He got back. He's like, "Oh, we're on a break," and then he left again.
He's not back at all.
Son of a bitch!
He just lied to you. He tricked you into revealing yourself.
I feel betrayed. Is Jeremy back?
Who's Jeremy?
Traven Jaeger Dyerson.
I suspect he's still loading groceries.
I guess. It's okay. He's only the, main person of the next scene. Jeez.
Who's the main person?
Trey.
Nice.
What a betrayal.
Unless you go to the Goblin Forge.
Nah, I'm not going there.
But you have to tell him stuff and get more information.
I don't have to tell him anything.
Real quick,
Okay.
I had to step away for a part of it. But while we were in the hot springs, we didn't take a rest after that, correct?
Correct.
I thought we did.
And could I have healed Melia, because I see that her health is really, really low. So could I have given her?
Yeah, you guys could have taken a short rest. She can use her hit
Oh, okay.
dice.
Okay, so we can do a short rest. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you guys
Well,
definitely
good.
are more rested than the mine crew, because they spent most of the night in the sweltering heat of a volcano.
And then trudging down a mountain in the frozen airs.
Doesn't that sound relaxing?
So relaxing.
To trudge the slow, weary, depressing walk of a man who has nothing left in his life.
This guy
Was
gets
that
it.
Sean Connery?
Nope. That
Dang,
is
I
from
think.
A Knight's Tale.
Yep, never mind.
And it is the guy who played Vision, whose name is escaping
Paul
me.
Bettany.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Paul
Paul
Bettany.
Bettany. Who is amazing.
And was playing Geoffrey Chaucer at the time. The writer of the Canterbury Tales.
The Naked Man.
He was naked, butt naked, when he uttered that line.
Oh, okay.
If you have not seen A Knight's Tale, I recommend it. It's a great little romp. So you all make your way back up the mountain to the monastery. Malia goes hunting. So you all you get back up to the monastery. You're able to find rooms for those that want to rest. Others can go down to the hot spring and wash up.
Wait, were we not going to go to the forge place, the Cobalt Forge?
Right. We were waiting for Jethro to come back for that. Thank you for reminding me.
Jethro doesn't have anything to add to that scene, so we can skip on.
You don't want to go back to the Cobalt Forge, people?
I'm
Nope.
going to the Cobalt Forge.
All right. Well, but Bixies, you didn't even look at the forge.
I'll go down there
They
and just
told
share
me
the.
to go to there because they need it. And no one's filled me in on what they actually discovered there. And so Big C's is still under the impression that she has to go to the Cobalt Forge and speak with Miss Imberforge because they need something from her.
She did say earlier that she was planning to do that all along.
This has been the only plan Big C's has had this whole time.
This
What?
is fair.
All right, Bixies. So you go over to the Cobalt Forge. They're up and at 'em early in the morning kind of group, and you do see one Grondolin Emberforge, standing behind a table examining some papers. And you see her kind of arguing with Zahur about something as you come in. They both kind of just like stop their bickering and look at you. Hello. Do we know you?
I was in earlier. No, I wasn't. Was I in earlier? I don't know. It's been a day. Hi, I'm Bigsies. Hello. Yes. Jethro. Jethro sent me over here. I was just with him. He was behind me, but I think he took a different turn. I'm not sure.
The white robe. Yes. Come on in.
Hi. Yeah. Wow. Lovely work you guys do here. She's gonna gesture towards whatever's hanging on the walls. Beautiful. Very nice.
Yeah, their grandest design is hanging on the walls of the canyons. It's the
Blood of enemies.
the pulleys that hold the lanterns that they pull up the walls to get the sunlight.
That's actually really cool. I would be interested in learning that because we live above the ground over in it's one of the K's. Karhashan. Okay, I was gonna say that one, but I was like, but my brain wanted to say Candathorn too, and I was like, wait, that's my last name. Okay, never mind. Anyways, I was like, why does that name come to mind? Okay. Hi, yeah, those are really cool. Fantastic. Feeding the whole village with that contraption there. Anyways, the forge. I know that we were hired on to help you guys with that. There was a lot. I mean, I was under the impression that we just had to go in and fix a forge. Did you guys know that there was just like, cluttered with monsters? Just curious off the top of your head.
Our entrances to the Underdark down there, it's occasionally we do have to go in and exterminate the riffraff that make their way in there. But yeah, I guess it has been a while since we've been in.
You might want to put a really cool contraption like a door on the entrance to the Underdark. Might keep a little bit more of those critters out. But they were mentioning something about a door that needs opening. Something about we need Miss Emberforge to do that. Because no one told Bigsies otherwise.
I don't know what they would need me for. I've been up there before, and I haven't been able to open any doors. I did see that one door that has something that I vaguely remember resembles the word family, but my ancient Dwarvish is rusty.
That's fine. I don't know any ancient Dwarvish, so I'm just going by their words on this one. So you were there and nothing exciting happened at all.
Other than being hot as hell, no, nothing in particular. What did they need me for?
You're asking the wrong person, unfortunately. But they told me to come get you. But I did have a question. You said like along with the forge, we know it's like ancient Dwarvish. Do you know of anyone who I know it's been around for like thousands and thousands of years, based on the writing and the things that they were saying? I mean, do you guys have any access to any history on it at all?
No, not really. I mean, anything that's that old a lot of it has been lost. Like when the Yuan-Ti were in power, they destroyed most anything that came before them, as far as records and things of that nature. So the short answer is no, we don't know much.
Well, that's great. No, that's good. That's really cool. That's good. Yeah, no, they I'm not really sure what it is that they said that, you might be able to be useful opening the door, bloodlines, whatever, what have you. But if you've already been there, I'm not really sure.
I mean, are they waiting for me up there?
Well, they all came back. I saw them all wandering through the village, but we took a little bit of a stroll. We got a little bit lost. I got distracted by some light reading for a second there, but yeah, I haven't talked to them since they came back, so maybe they'll be coming in here. But I don't know. It looks like they were all kind of packing up to head back to the monastery, so maybe they're still investigating.
So what exactly is it you need me to do?
They said they needed you, so I just came to get you. I'm just the messenger.
Where do they need me?
I assumed in the forge, but then they all came back.
You can see how this is confusing, right?
You're just as confused as I am.
Look, I think that if they need me, whoever they be can come find me here.
So you want us to help you with the forge, but when we ask you to help us with the forge, you don't want to help?
You don't even know where I need to go!
All I know is that we needed you, so if I got you and brought you to the group, they'd be able to tell you more. I mean, they're literally like right outside. I'm just confused on why you're so unwilling.
Oh, so you need me to come with you.
That's what I said!
That is not what you said! Alright, fine. So I will be right back. She leaves with you. They need you to go
I really
where?
want to see where Bixie's goes.
We're gonna go find the group!
We're going to the forge.
We learned about Bigsy's people skills today.
We really did.
Bixie gets a task and she accomplishes it. She is not a people person. She does not talk to people. She does what she's supposed to do and she finishes. Like that's what she's always been like. She's always very straight to the point, and no one told her otherwise, okay? They're like, we need Miss Emberforge. And Bigsy's like, I'll go get her for you. You guys all came to town and no one told me otherwise. So why would Bigsy's not do the job she was told to do?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. Why wouldn't she?
Why wouldn't she? So
Bigsy's comes walking up to the group with Emberforge.
So, has it been long enough that we're all back? Because I went to the inn.
So, okay, here's the thing. You guys got back into town.
Yes.
Bindu and Malia talked to each other, and Malia stormed off.
I just kind of walked away into the forest.
Bindu wants to go to the inn, and everybody else is talking about going back to the monastery. Bigsy's went to the Cobalt Forge. That is what has happened. Oh, and Valeris went to the church. That's all that's happened so far. Oh.
Is Malia still?
And Malia sold a rabbit.
Yes, I contribute.
That I am currently not there. I am at the inn.
So I will walk up to Jethro. Look, I found her.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not really sure why you guys wanted me to get her if you guys were going to come back anyway.
Well, I was terribly mistaken. I'm sorry to waste your time, Miss Emberforge. I misunderstood what I was looking at. I don't think I'm currently capable of helping, but I think some of my compatriots have more information. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
I can't get it to work either, kid, so don't beat yourself up.
So we don't need her.
We hit
I mean, should we tell her what we know?
Jethro kind of walked out when you guys were discussing everything and doing the Ruby stuff, so I don't know what you guys know.
We hit a bit of a dead end when we came across this door down in the forge that required somebody from the original bloodlines.
Oh, your ancient dwarvish must be better than mine. Okay. I mean, I don't know how you find that.
We had assumed that the Ember Forges might be from the Fronheim Empire, or at least the company of the forge masters who made the magical lenses of a long, long time ago.
mean, we don't trace our lineage back much further than anyone else does. You know. So, as far as like where we're that far back, your guess is as good as mine where we come from. Do you know where you come from?
I suppose the
Yes,
mine
Osiris,
stopped.
do you know?
Connorist.
Okay, well, what about thousands of years ago? Where do your people come from?
I'm afraid my lineage goes a bit shorter than your own in that capacity.
All of ours is about that short. Honestly, when you think about it, we all were mixed up and put in the same places.
Has anyone worked on the mine, or has any family worked on the mine for many generations, and for some reason they stopped working on the mine?
Everyone was enslaved by the Yuan Ti Empire, yeah. Sorry.
Then perhaps one of those families is gone, and that's the reason your mine no longer works.
Yes, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That we need somebody from that bloodline. I don't know where to find that or how to find that. I suppose we'd have to get lucky.
Well, all we can do is tell you what we know, and that is what we know, so, good luck.
Well, I appreciate you checking into it and apparently cleaning out the monsters. Sorry about that. I don't, No. We haven't had any good ideas, so we haven't gotten up there in a while.
Just be aware next time you go up there, it might be filled again. Like I said, while it's clear now, it might be a good time to install a door, a gate, or something.
Or more of those portcullises.
Yeah.
If you
Either
learn
way.
how to craft one of those adamantine portcullises, you let me know. You promise.
Those are made out of adamantine.
Yep, that's why they're
Okay.
still there.
Well, if it does get filled with monsters again, don't bother clearing them out because you won't be able to get the mine working without someone from this ancestry, I believe. So, sorry to tell you.
Well, at least we know what we're looking for. Where were you all are off to now?
We have lodgings at the monastery. We may go back there.
Well, wish you luck. If you need anything else. She turns to Big Z's as she says, I am at your service. Just let me know where I need to go. It just helps me.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
Yep, noted. And she's gonna like point any other direction and walk away.
Alright. So, you all are gonna go to the monastery. Anyone not named Malia or Bindu. Is this correct?
Yes.
Off to the monastery we go.
Sorry, I was.
Odd that these two crazy kids just seem to make the same choices.
Summer, you were saying?
Is Malia not with the group?
No, she went hunting.
She went hunting.
Valerius is gonna look for Malia.
Okay, Valerius is off in the wilderness. Okay. Very good. So, up at the monastery, everybody is able to grab a room and grab a bed and take a long rest if they like. Let's see. So Big Z's, you're getting ready for, just to lay down, and you hear a knock on your door.
Yeah. I'll go open the door.
Standing at your door is Tura.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I thought um this is where I was last time, so I thought this one was my room. Is this
Oh, no, I'm sure you're in the right room. Could we maybe what is it? Um, and she puts her hands up and she makes bunny ears with one hand and bunny ears with the other, and she twitches her fingers inward and she goes, "Is it girl talk?" As she twitches them twice.
I mean, we are both women, so we yeah, come inside, I guess.
Oh, lovely. I didn't bring like treats or anything. I don't know if that's traditional, but you know.
I have rations if you're
Oh,
hungry.
lovely. I am in my pajamas, so.
Oh, I could change if I need to. I'm still I haven't gone that far. I was really yeah, just we'll just sit over here. Here's and she's gonna put the flask on the table. She knows how to talk with Trey, and that's usually how we our conversations go. This is usually good
Oh,
too.
lovely. Great. Tara's gonna take a seat. All right. Well, cheers. She's gonna take like a deep swig. Take a deep breath and hand it back.
Is everything okay? Because that's usual for Trey, but I don't know you well enough to know. Is this yeah? She's gonna hold the flask up. This is normal.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay.
I
Well,
I was hoping to ask for your advice.
Yeah. I have advice usually.
Well, so I was curious what you think of Bindu.
He has excellent abs.
I don't know
He
why. I
seems
find
to
them
be a
fascinating.
decent person when fighting. Um, he has knowledge in areas I don't have knowledge in, so that's always interesting.
Okay, I have a separate but related question. What do you think of Melia?
That could be the most appropriate use of the goose ever.
Wrong songboard. Wrong songboard. Oh fuck! God damn it!
Perfect. Oh, did she ask you to come?
No, not at all. I think she might kill me.
I how? I don't think
I
she's
don't know a number of ways. You probably know those techniques better than I do. But I
I
do
mean,
think
if you
yes, she
just
might
run
murder me.
into a
Yes.
cave, I don't think she'd follow you.
That's fair. That's totally fair. If I were to wash Bindu's abs with my tongue, would she kill me then, do you think? Probably.
In the hot spring?
Is the
Or
location relevant?
you know,
If
I'm
there's a
not
list
really
of places
sure.
where that would be all right and I could not risk life and limb, then please make that list.
You know, honestly, I'm not sure Amelia really has a say in anything because I'm not sure what her relationship with Bindu is. I know there was an incident with a cat in the past, and I learned that from my mom. But I mean, based on their interactions as of recently, is there anything even between them? Like, I mean, I'm not
What's this you speak of? In the past? What?
there was a cat. They almost died. They were saved.
As in a small furry feline?
Yeah, the fluffy kind with the ears. They walked into I don't know, some Yuan-Ti creature came alive, stole the cat. Malia thought she was strong enough to walk into the jungle alone. Bindu followed her because she should not go into the jungle alone. And then they both almost died, but luckily the same night there was a family reunion happening, or friend reunion type thing, and the adults were supposed to be watching Malia. It was a weird long story, but yes, there was Malia's cat escaped and she got stuck in a really bad place with Bindu, and I don't know why they were hanging out at that time. I wasn't there. But there was a lot. The cat was fine though. Little bitty boy was fine. But that was, oh god, years ago, and I'm not sure if they've even talked since then, because I don't know what happened after that. But they seemed to be estranged when we got together this most recent time, and I don't think I've seen them say 3 words to each other.
Well,
Am I
it
mistaken?
seems like Melia and Alfred, whoever is talking, seems to get very, very defensive whenever I seem to even become slightly close. And either to them or to Bindu. And mostly I don't want to die, but at the same time, I'm in a very interesting place. My whole culture has been destroyed, and I don't know what my rules are anymore. And I feel as if I can live the life I want. And but I also quite enjoy all of your company, and I don't want to be a problem. And I know that I cannot tell what's real between the two of them and what's not.
Well, here's another question to consider. Can you tell if there's some sort of something between you and Bindu?
Oh, well, I'm not exactly well versed in all of these things, but he did pick something out of my hair.
Well, sometimes you are a little bit of a mess, but I mean,
It's true, and I fully acknowledge. But we were down in the mines. We crushed a gem. There was dust everywhere, and he leaned in quite close, and I felt as if I could smell the essence of him. It was insane, and he pulled some of the red dust out of my hair and said that the hue brought out the color, and I think maybe I might have dyed a little bit on the inside. And she's the same shade of red that she turned before.
oh my god.
It's amazing how much it matches her hair.
Well, I think the more important thing you need to look at here is who has Bindu paying attention to, because I feel like that's more interaction than I've ever seen him give Melia, other than him trying to not die in her presence. I mean,
Well, to be fair, it's usually Alfred trying to kill us, and I don't know how much to. It's difficult. I would very much like to punch Alfred in the face. It's unfortunate that same face belongs to Melia.
I mean, if Melia takes the damage from what we dislike about Alfred, I mean, is that really our fault? I'm not really sure.
Well,
Sometimes innocents pay for damage of monsters, and that's just a fact of life.
You're right.
Well, I'm gonna cut this conversation short just a little bit, and we're gonna flash over to Trey.
We could go on.
It was great. You guys did great.
Keep going.
I loved it.
I hope you weren't listening, Melia. She's just standing outside the door.
She's on the ceiling.
Trey, are you here?
Trey, you better not go do that test without talking to Big C's, though.
Well, Trey, it's been been some time.
been a
I
while.
think you've known them for 48 hours at this point. What would you like to do?
We're gonna do it.
Are you
Really?
gonna
Out in the
tell
open like that?
Bigsies before you
Are you
go
sure
do
you
it?
don't want to do it in a bed?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, kinky.
Yeah. No, Trey would definitely do that. He'd also say, give Jethro a hug too.
Okay, so you stop by Jethro's room first.
Yes. And I'm gonna try to listen and hear if he's reading, because I don't want to interrupt that. I'll wait.
He's reading. You'll be waiting a long time.
I'll say Jethro just got back from the hot spring and cleaning himself up.
Hi, Jethro.
Hi, Traven.
Hey, not really good with the emotional stuff and that. I just want you to know I love you. And you're the closest thing I've ever had to family.
I love you too, Traven. You are my brother.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go take this test for the Shadow Monastery. I might die. I'll catch you later.
Well, I'm sure that's an over-exaggeration. You're very strong. Just don't do anything too dumb.
Oh, well, you know me, so I might.
He'll grab your forearm.
It's better to risk you alive than to sit there drunk at a table, Traven. This is improvement, and I hope the best for you.
Thank you. And Trey's gonna reach out and ruffle your hair like he used to when we were kids.
Yay, Clay! You hear in your head just that little Jethro voice.
So cool.
And then you go to Bigsy's room, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Bigsy's and Tura, you hear a knock on the door.
Who else did you invite to the girl talk?
No one?
I'll
I'm
go
just
open the
as
door.
shocked as you are.
It's Trey.
Should I, excuse myself?
He's one of the girls.
Tura doesn't know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's the new Callum.
What does that mean?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
New square for the card. Fill Tura in.
Oh, yeah.
Just hold on. Yes, hi, Trey. And she's just gonna pull out her flask instinctually and offer it to you.
Trey's gonna hold up his hand in a no gesture. Yeah. I'm gonna be a little. I want to be clear-headed for this. It's time for me to go do the thing.
Bigsy's just gonna nod. So here's the thing. If you die, I'm gonna find your body. I'm gonna bring you back to life. I'm gonna kill you myself. So, go out there, give it your all, keep your clear head. But if you don't come back, I I know fire haunts me, but you don't want her to haunt you too. You know, it won't be good. It won't be good. And do this for yourself. You deserve it. And she's gonna cast guidance on you. I don't know how to click it. There you go. There you go. It's about time you did something for yourself. You know, it's been But if I have to come in and find you, I'm gonna kill you. So, because I don't want to deal with that shit, these monasteries and all their whatever it is that they do in there.
I'll let you know when I'm out.
Yeah, you will.
Out of what? What's going on?
Well, I gotta go do a special mission to be able to join the monastery, and I might not make it out alive.
And everyone's just okay with this?
That's what I want.
It's, you know, we don't get
Oh.
to make the choices of others.
Obviously.
We couldn't stop him
yes.
if he tried. He'd just sneak out in the night and do it on his own. Probably in a drunken stupor.
Of course. I guess if I could protect you, I would. I'm so glad that you came here where your friend could do what she could, and Godspeed to you.
Thank you. Well, yep, bye. And then Trey's gonna walk off.
Bigsy's gonna give you a hug real quick before you go. And that Bigsy's is not a hugger. So
Trey's gonna give you a big hug back.
and then she's just gonna like push you off of her and then just kind of nod and then turn around.
Do you guys not have like a badass like Monster Hunter
Yeah,
handshake?
we do. That one that we had. Oh, what was it from? The
Parent Trap?
Parent Trap. Yeah.
Dr. Big Hug, we do Parent Trap handshake.
I mean, they have one, but Bigsy's
But
is
this is a
scared
different
enough for him that
This is
she
a
goes right
different
past it.
It's too serious for that right now.
How long does the handshake take?
Oh, it's a good like
About
5,
15
10
minutes.
second 10.
Can I like craft like a good luck charm out of twigs and like whatever else, like a pagan thing, and like stick it in his pocket?
Yeah, absolutely. Or you could even just take off like one of your own and give it to him.
Yeah. And I'll just be like, for protection, and I'll slip it into his pocket.
Thank you.
Trey, it's not the first time you've had like encountered something like that, like because you've been around like Orso and other people that have kind of grown up in the wilds around New Anderhorst, so you're kind of familiar with the totems, and you kind of believe they actually help.
I appreciate this. Thank you.
And just to make sure, because I'm looking at our sheets right now, he is at full health, right?
Trey would have been able to get a short rest and roll his hit dice, so yeah.
Okay. As long as he's not at full health, I'd heal him. Be all the way.
I'm at full health. It's
Okay.
it's-
I'm just making sure before my friend goes and kills himself that he at least has the best chance he can.
make sure he kills himself. It's a full life.
Exactly.
Is this like? Yeah, I feel like this is and he was never heard from again situation.
It could be.
It
It
depends
could
on
be.
how it goes.
If it helps, you know why everyone's so nonchalant about this is because Bindu and Jethro already done this.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I guess Valeris has too. So when you think about it, par for the course for this group.
You don't get to tell them no if they want to go and risk their lives for something.
It's your true coming of age.
It is.
Rite of passage.
Is that the theme of my story? I never thought of that. Kinda is, isn't it? Hey, look at me go. Right. Trey, you were able to find Saleh, and the two of you go to the scripture room together. So
one last thing. Before I leave, I'm going to take off my medallion and give it to Bixus.
Oh, your Lions Guild medallion?
No,
No, he's
Fires.
not coming back. To the
Oh,
show.
Fires. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he's not coming back. Been good knowing you, Trey.
Well, shit, no, I'm worried.
Take it. Told it. She'll. I'm only holding this until you come back because I know these things sometimes they make you, go in naked or whatever. So I'm not holding it for any other reason.
And then we'll head down with the abbot.
All right. So you're brought back into that same room where the commandments of the Matron of Ravens are written on the giant purple amethyst crystal with the etched gold writing. Saleh, she turns to you again and asks you once again, are you certain? Your convictions must not waver.
I'm certain.
She waves her hand and the crystal itself kind of opens like a door. Just and she motions for you to step inside.
We're gonna go inside.
So you enter this like room beyond the crystal, and as you walk, you can just kind of hear your steps echoing off the floor as you kind of walk into this entirely pitch black chamber. The doors close and seal shut behind you as the last slivers of light leave, and you're consumed by the black. Then as you continue to kind of walk forward, you can see there's this faint red glow, and you walk to the edge of the path that ends in stairs leading down into a pool of this red liquid. You quickly notice that this is a pool of blood.
Well, that's not good. I'm going to approach said pool of blood.
Do not drink it. Yeah, you approach the pool.
Is this like I take a bath pool, or is this like a...
There do appear to be steps leading down into it, like a baptismal font.
So I've been in a lot of fights and a lot of monster hunting. Is this fresh blood? It seems like, or
It's very cold in here, and there's something almost supernatural about what's happening in here. So it doesn't seem like this is like warm, freshly sacrificed blood. No.
Trey's gonna take off all his clothes and start to slowly walk into the blooded pool.
How far do you walk?
I'm gonna walk to my waist and wait.
You walk into your waist, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait. Nothing happens.
Do the steps keep going?
They sure do.
Trey's gonna start saying the oath he saw. Death is the natural end of life. Grieve the fallen, but do not pity them. Exalt in the tongue never granted. And then he's gonna try to let go of fire, and then take a step forward.
All right, so you submerge yourself in the blood, and you do you hold your breath?
I mean, yeah, at first, but I imagine that at some point, he's gonna take in a breath.
And as the blood kind of like fills your mouth and fills your lungs, you find like yourself floating in this endless black void. And it kind of just like feels like you're floating in the ocean, water all around you. And then you feel as though you're being like picked up and held in the palm of a massive hand. And you know what? Fuck it. I'll show everybody. And then before you, you see the enormous white mask of the Matron of Ravens. And you hear this voice in your mind, in your ears, all around you, in your very being, that says, "Hello, prodigal son, one that was lost and has now come home. Have you come to my embrace at last, for good?"
That's a giant fucking lady. Trey's gonna reactively just reach for the spot where his flask should be. Yes. Yes, I am. And then he's gonna kneel down.
As you kind of like, you say yes, and as you kind of go to make that motion to kneel, you feel yourself racked with pain as you feel yourself confronted with your deepest fears. You see flashes through your mind of your father, your the things that your father used to do, some of the things that your uncle has done. It flashes to Jethro's injury. It flashes to Fire's death. It flashes to the nights of drinking and drinking and drinking, and the pain and the fear of not being good enough, being alone, being scared. All of the things that Trey has been facing his entire life, the Matron of Ravens is forcing him to deal with it right in this moment. And I guess Jeremy, which saving throw do you think would be most appropriate to that feeling?
Wisdom.
Okay, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw. '21 is really good, Trey. You are able to kind of maintain. You're able to not get lost in the fear and the pain. And as you look again on the Matron of Ravens, she says to you, "Death is the natural end of life." And you feel this like pulse of power come from her and like kind of like flow through you. "Grieve the fallen, but do not pity them." Another pulse of power. "Exult in the time that they were granted." And as she says this, you see this flash of like fire in your mind. and this pulse of power, and then that image is gone as it kind of fades from your view. The path of fate is sacrosanct. There's this pulse of power, and in your mind you think of all the times that Trey has kind of chosen his own path and forged his own destiny. And then there are the times where he's just done what he's told and followed the path that somebody else chooses for him. Those who pridefully cast off destiny must be punished. Undeath is an atrocity. Death is too good a punishment for those who pervert the rightful transition of the soul. And Trey, when she says this, you get this image in your mind of, one moment, you kind of get you get the flashes of two images. You get the flash of this. Did it show up? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You get the flash of this, and then you get a second flash. Hold on, where is it? There it is. I know it's small, but can you see that one?
Yep.
So those are the two kind of flashes that you get in your mind when she says death is too good a punishment for those who pervert the rightful transition of the soul. If you are to be a champion of mine and embrace the shadows, you must follow these commandments. If not, I shall call you to my citadel. Trey, what do you do in this moment?
Oh, god damn it, I was muted. Chase keeps running by with his iPad blaring. Trey's just gonna say yes, my lady.
Trey, you feel as her shadows, these like shadowy feathers envelop you, and you are like, they like press into your skin and you feel them burning. And you said it looks something like this?
Yes.
As these like shadowy tattoos are embedded into your skin. You will learn to harness my shadows. And if you falter, they will consume you and bring you to me. And with that, Trey, you find yourself back in the temple, struggling up to the steps, coughing up blood, as you kind of wearily flop yourself up on the steps and take in air and cough out blood. And standing there is Saleh Padan, and she kind of helps you up and puts a a robe around your shoulders. And she says, well, all right then. I will teach you. And she leads you out of this chamber. So,
That was dense and awesome.
That was really fucking cool.
Did everybody see the pictures you threw up?
I tried to show everybody. So, Trey, where would you like to go after this?
We're gonna go let Bix know I'm alive.
Fucking better.
So, Bigsies, there's another knock on your door.
Okay, this night is just getting weirder and weirder.
How much later is it?
How drunk are we by now? Yeah.
Yeah, how much time has passed? Because yeah, Bigsies and Tura have definitely had.
Oh, that's a great question. How long? I mean, is Tura hanging out for a long time at this point now? After
Yeah, we're trading giggles and secrets at this point. Like, yeah, I need all the tea, as they say.
I'll
so.
say it's at the point where like Tura's fallen asleep, and Bigsy's like you're about to nod off when like the knock comes at the door.
Okay. So Bigsies will get up and answer the door. And Trey, you know Bigsies, and she doesn't usually drink to your extent, but you can tell she's had a few more than her usual.
Well, Trey is standing in front of you with. He's still covered in blood. And he has this like rope around his shoulders, and he's bearing these new white tattoos. They're white, right?
Yeah, I like a off purple kind of white.
So Bigsy's first reaction is going to naturally be trying to heal him. Be like, what the fuck happened to you? Like, I know you were going. She's like trying to like comprehend things that are happening, and she just sees you head to toe covered in blood, and it snaps her to sober pretty quick. She's gonna use druid craft to try and clean him a little bit. Can I do that? Is that a thing druid
Sure.
craft can
Why
do?
the hell
Use
not?
like prestidigitation.
Yeah.
It'd be like a little rain cloud above my head.
Yeah. She's gonna use
Like a shower.
And then she's gonna like start inspecting you. She's assuming these white tattoos are like, you know, like gashes or something. What?
No. I've been blessed by the Raven Queen.
Is this a blessing? Because it looks like a slaughter. Like, how much blood did she take from you? Oh my! Do you need food? Or you feel like she's gonna make some good berries pop out? She's like, here, you need to eat some of these.
Bix, it's not my blood.
Oh. She's gonna look around. What did you have to kill?
Nothing. There's just
Like as you
Right. Blood doesn't come from anywhere.
As you whisper, who did you have to kill? Tura's like, we're killing somebody, and like wakes up.
Bixie's gonna close the door behind her. And so her and Trey are in the hallway.
Trey is going to head into the room and close the door and tell Bix
Okay.
everything.
Well, I'm getting out of here. What's going on? I'm just gonna like be like, all right, you guys go about your business, and I go back to my room.
Tura's like, I don't want no part of this bloodness.
No, I can very clearly see that you want me to have no part of this, and I'm like, you know what? You guys deal with your shit, because I do not know half of the dynamics, which is why I came here first. So I'm going to
Well,
go back.
Bixie's went to close the door because she assumed Trey just murdered a whole bunch of people and didn't want you to have the evidence.
It's entirely possible, but I don't know these things, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need to
No,
know, and then so I go back to my room.
Good.
I'm gone. I'm no longer part of this situation. Carry on.
Okay. So you did what you wanted to do then?
Yeah, I found the answers I wanted.
Are you okay?
Now she wants me to kill Alfred.
Well, we all want to kill Alfred. I don't see why that's sad news.
I've never actually wanted to kill Alfred. But how do I kill Alfred without hurting Melia?
Well, there was a version of Amelia that was here before Alfred. So we just have to find that version.
Oh, it's some red demon looking thing.
Is Bigsy's familiar with the Red Demon? I don't think Bigsy's had to come across it at any point.
You were in the room when Varnadu was talking about that guy.
He's the one that came that's roaming the earth again.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Would I
shit!
recognize that from the description of a demon man?
Possibly.
I mean,
Did they ever describe his snazzy coat? Because that is a super snazzy coat.
it is a snazzy coat. Okay. Well, I guess now we're on the same side as Melia, trying to figure out how to get Alfred out of her body so we can kill him. She probably doesn't want to kill him, but we don't have to tell her that.
Oh, we don't have to tell her that.
Yeah, we'll get Alfred out and we'll kill him.
I'll tell the rest of them about what happened, but I'm not going to mention the Alfred part.
And I'll help you with that. I don't like him anyways. He's tried to kill several of us many times.
Thank you,
I don't think
Bix.
that's what would happen if he got his own body back. That'd be fucking terrible. She's gonna offer up the flask she's gonna offer it to you, and if you take it, you're gonna realize it's empty. But you don't know that unless you try and grab it.
He is actually going to grab it and be like, oh, I need that. It's been a hell of a day. And then realize it's empty.
Oh, Tura was in here. I had girl talk.
Nice. You normally hate girls.
I do. Yeah. It was nice though. It was interesting.
Oh,
She
I'm
doesn't
glad
like
you made a
Alfred
friend.
either. Is that what that is? Huh. Yeah, but next time, maybe don't go and try and kill yourself. I wasn't super excited. It helped. It helped to have someone here. I'll admit that. But I'll never admit that to her. Don't say anything. She's like gonna put her hand on your mouth, like I didn't say that.
Why?
All right. So while you two have drunken conversation, Malia and Valeris are out hunting in the woods. I
More
need
accurately, Valeris is trying to find Melia.
You're hunting Melia. Melia's just hunting.
It's a very familiar situation to Valeris and Malia. Malia going off and Valeris hunting Malia.
I like to imagine that Malia's like been on stakeout and just like waiting for the perfect prey, and she sees it, and then she hears a twin snap, and looks over, it's Valeris, and the prey is just gone.
Oh,
That is
absolutely.
absolutely
That's
happened.
exactly what happens.
So many times.
But Valeris and Malia, well, I'll let that happen. So the twig snaps, and Malia, you turn and see Valeris has caught up with you.
That was a deer. It still had its antlers too. I could have gotten, I don't know, like 10 gold pieces from it, just from its antlers alone, but no, it's fine. What's up, Valeris?
On her part, Valeris at least tries to look apologetic. But else just kind of shrugs her shoulders. I mean, I was I was looking for you. I wanted to make sure you were
Right.
okay.
No, just fine. I had a conversation with Bindu, and it looks like my brother has complicated things yet again in my life.
He has, assuming that we both had the same kind of conversation with Bindu.
Yes. Yes.
Something along the lines of Alifred's trying to kill him.
Alifred is trying to kill him. Me being around Bindu seems to exasperate the issue. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, how does that make you feel?
Not going to lie, clearly great. Yet again, my brother has essentially ruined one.
Sorry, you cut out
Rachel
at the end.
completely broke out. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I missed the tea.
Oh, so yet again, my brother has messed up one more thing in my life.
I need you both to make perception checks.
Oh. Nice.
Never mind.
Nine,
Continue
buddy.
what you're doing.
Let me check something real quick.
Continue what you're doing.
Ooh,
wait.
So I have a thing. I want to know if I could use this in this situation. I have a feature called Eye for Detail, and I can make essentially like another perception check to see something that is hidden.
Sure.
Oh.
No, she doesn't see it.
Y'all are busy.
fuck.
Y'all are busy. You're talking to each other. Y'all are busy. Continue.
She's too focused on Melia to worry about what's around them.
I was thinking of Z, to be honest, but whatever.
Am I able to be surprised? Like, no, I think I
You're not
am
able to be
but-
surprised because Valeris has a dagger of warning, so you're good there.
Yes. So if we get attacked,
right.
then we'll know. But
Yeah.
there's probably something around us. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
You wouldn't know because you got a 9.
We wouldn't know.
Ah, fuck. It's probably big, isn't it? Fuck. God damn it.
Anyways, you're saying about Alifred burning things for you.
Oh, yeah, no, he did. Wouldn't be the first time, and it's probably not going to be the last. Unless... Yeah.
Oh, really quick. So now that I'm looking at your eye for detail,
Mm-hmm.
it's you can use a bonus action to make a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object, or to make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues. Wait, what? Why do you just? Why can you do that as a bonus action? Sorry.
I'm an inquisitive rogue.
I guess. I'm just trying to figure out why that's even a thing. But sorry.
Because you can't make perception checks as a bonus action unless you have that ability.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, anyways, continue. Sorry.
Oh man, I was
So,
gonna say
you
something.
know.
I totally forgot it.
That's okay. So,
Attack
are
us,
you
Nick.
two
Come on, attack us.
staying? What are you two doing for? Because everyone else is sleeping the day away. What are you? So you two gonna hunt the whole day, or what are you gonna do? Like, essentially all day.
Melia was
hunt.
Going to hunt the day away.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
in that case,
neither
I will give you another round of perception or investigation checks.
No, Summer, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, if they need to sleep, neither Melia or Valeris are, strangers just sleeping in the middle of nowhere.
That's true.
But we can make another perception or
And-
investigation.
Yeah, the two of you both went to the monastery, so you guys are fairly relaxed and rested. Like, you guys aren't that bad. It's not that bad for y'all.
Traveling alone, even when you're engaged with another activity, tracking you remain.
But yes, another round of either a perception check or an investigation check.
Oh, do I want a +5 or a -1?
Dirty 20.
Decisions.
What's
All right.
24.
So a little bit later in the day, the two of you find yourself around the area of the dwarf gate, the front gate of this this valley, and you found yourself kind of like high up along these like kind of peaks near it, and you look out on the other side of the gate, and you see.
Ooh, is it something life-changing? Is it something that's going to cause us to go, what is
Twinkies.
Well,
Is it Twinkies?
Be cool if it
Or maybe some other delicious snack cake.
Oh, or a deer that we could sell.
You
Is it something
see
nice?
an entire regiment of Lord Guter Curl's men,
Ah, uh-huh.
and you also see. You got Valeris with you. Valeris, you know it to be the man's banner himself, flying.
Oh, shit.
And Valeris, you guys got dirty 20s. I'm just gonna throw these on the token layer for you there.
What the
Oh.
fuck? Oh, God.
You see
Do
this?
they look like they're like... Sorry.
They look like they're waiting for somebody to leave this valley.
Ooh, it's so fun.
Well, honestly, I don't understand why they have to have that huge army there. I mean, who the hell are they waiting for?
Yeah, like,
might as
So
well
glad
just
it's
get
not
out.
us.
I believe
What?
we might want to go. We might want to leave now. We might want
Oh
to go
my
back.
god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh god. Yep. Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Are we too far away to like do at least a bare minimum insight check?
To like count
Like,
how
do they
many people there are, or like.
Yeah,
What's
like
the
how many people
vibe?
there are. Do they look like they're well armed and waiting for a fight?
You see 6 of Guter Curl's personal guard, these like elite knights, and an entire regiment of his men.
Shit, is that your sister?
As well
It
as
is.
your sister.
That is my
And
sister.
I need you to make me a history check for the third person.
21.
Easy.
Wait, for all of
That is. Hold on.
11.
That is a man named Odane the Red, who is one of the warlords.
Oh. Warlord of what area?
Of the 3 warlords that are around New Anderhorst. There are 3 warlords. I'm not pushing my push to talk. The area around New Anderhorst has 3 warlords that are known as the Rose Garden Oath, Melisandre, Ibramund, and Odane the Red.
Can you put that in the chat?
The Rose what?
Rose Garden Oath?
Oath.
Oath? Okay, thank you.
When you say regiment, are you talking like 800 to 1,000 men regiment?
No, I don't know. How many is like...
A lot?
I don't know. Yeah, like
How
I don't
many
know,
is
like a
concerned? How much?
battalion. I don't know.
800.
I don't know. I don't know military group numbers honestly off the top of my head.
Well, how
In my
much,
head, I'm like,
how-
there's like
And-
30 foot soldiers, 6 special ops knights, and then the other 3 guys. So like, yeah,
so
there's like
you've got a company.
there's like 40 dudes out there, 40, 50 dudes out there.
Yeah,
okay,
company.
well, two
Why
field
are they
battalions are
waiting?
around 800 meat each.
Then a company.
So like compared to Eberman, like how much of a threat is Odane the Red?
Odane is way more known for violence and just being a hothead and kind of burning villages to the ground and that kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. You know, as Valeria's kind of scanning, she's gonna kind of grab Melia by the shoulder. She's like, "We really have to go." I
We're
don't
we're
think we
more
should
than
say
we're more than
longer.
40 feet away, right?
Yeah, you guys are way far
Don't.
away.
Oh fuck.
Don't.
I was
If
just
I
wondering-
if I like a strength check or something, she will drag Melia with her.
No,
like,
no, no,
away
no,
from
no,
the
no, no.
edge that they're
Hold on, hold on. Let's calm down.
No, no,
Let's
no.
just-
We have to go.
Why? It's just a regiment. But look, all they
She's gonna kind of grab her face, kind of point her face in the direction of Odane. You see that man right there, that dragonborn? Don't fuck with him.
look. I'm just suggesting. I know that things are dire right now, but let's just say 5 minutes, observe them, then we report.
Fine. We'll wait and we'll look and then we'll leave and we'll leave. And we won't come
Okay.
back here. How's that sound?
Yes.
You wait until like it's like the sun is going down and they begin to make camp for the evening and set up watches surrounding this, like they're barricading this gate and setting up watches and camp like right here.
Is that the only way in and out?
Sure is.
That's the way we
Okay.
came in through, right?
Okay.
Shit.
So I have
Melia
an
been
idea. I
waiting.
have
This
an
doesn't
idea.
do.
I have an idea. How flammable are those tents, Nick? Are those made of cotton?
It's cold
Yeah.
and snowing, so
Uh-huh.
yeah, not going to be that flammable right now.
Like, if you were to put a dice roll on it, would this be impossible?
Let's
Or
not.
From the distance away
if she
that
does a
you are,
backflip?
you are too far away to do it because you guys are all the way up here and that gate is very big.
They're all the way
Okay.
down there. It's very tall.
Yes.
are there
You-
any natural ways
yeah.
where? I know. Are there any natural
am
ways that
begging
we
you.
could?
Sorry, I keep interrupting. I don't mean to. Continue. Sorry.
That's fine. Are there any natural ways we could just avoid the army altogether if we go through the mountains?
Not easily.
Okay,
like,
I'm hearing that
there's-
it's possible.
You know, I'm going to put it this way. You can
Not
certainly
with
try.
Zagier's travel checks.
Well, there we go. All right, let's go.
So-
By the way,
Elliot,
how much did we hunt? Like, how much did we get?
Make me a survival check for the day with advantage because
I'm-
you had Valeris's help.
I'm sorry, Summer. Keep interrupting me.
I'm going to say you got that deer that you wanted.
Fuck yeah! All right, I'm sorry, Summer.
No, it's fine. She's just really trying to get into your head that, like, this is not a good situation. I don't know if you realize this, my very dear friend. That is our only way out of this disgraceful valley.
Oh my god, do you not think I know that? I know that. I'm just trying to think of something.
Bindu, after you take your long rest, you eat dinner in the inn. What would you like to do with the rest of your evening?
I think he's just going to kind of wander the town.
You see Malia and Valeris beelining it through town. Malia has a deer on her shoulders.
For now, he's going to leave them alone.
Okay.
Does Valeris see Bindu by chance?
Yeah, you said you had a high passive perception, right?
It's only 12.
High enough.
I've got a 15.
Bindu
Yeah,
stands out.
I'm not like hiding.
Bindu in his red robes stands out.
She's gonna try to flag him down.
I'm going to go quickly sell this to the butcher and make it up to the monastery.
Yeah, okay, I'll beat you there.
Right.
If it's a quick sell job, he'll give you 5 gold.
Can he bump it up just a titch?
Only because it's got a good rack. 6 gold.
Fuck it, fine.
Have a good evening.
It has a good rack. Dirty bud. And she's going to beeline it to the monastery.
So Bindu
Oh.
Valeris approaches you.
Oh, can she also tell the butcher about the army?
What do you say to him?
Maybe let's not worry the people. by
Ah,
chance.
no. Fuck it. Entire regiment outside. Looks like they're not letting people in or out. Just want to let you know. Have a nice day. And she'll leave.
I wasn't planning on leaving, so you have a nice one.
All right, done. Sorry, Summer.
No, you're fine.
So Valeris and
Yes,
Bindu.
Valeris. You needed something?
Yes. May I have a moment of your time to bring a rather possibly pressing issue to your attention?
Of course, of course.
So Melia and I were out hunting, and we happened towards the entrance gate. Utuko and some of his personal guard and regiment are waiting at the gate for someone. They've set up camp for the night.
Utuko's brought troops into the valley.
Yes.
That
We
is probably not a good
watched
sign for
him-
us.
No. We watched him for a good while, and they were not moving from that spot. It's very obvious that they're waiting for somebody. And I think there's a sneaking suspicion they might be waiting for us.
Were you seen?
Sorry, what was that?
Were you seen?
We were on the top of the cliffs, up by the top of the archway, so we were rather high up. I'd be surprised if they could see us clearly enough to identify us.
All right. Well, do you know where everyone else is?
The monastery, I believe.
We should probably gather there then.
Yes, we should at least attempt to form a plan. That's our only way out. You know, where the camp's out.
Yes, indeed.
Well,
Yes. Quickly to the monastery.
Yes. Everyone is able to get a long rest in. By the time Melia, Valeris, and Bindu arrive at the monastery.
Malia's going to burst into the monastery where everyone's at. Holy shit, everyone pack your bags. Guntakel's outside. We don't have time. We've got to make up a plan. Everyone go, 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 go. Wake up.
Did you say long rest or short rest? Sorry.
Long rest.
Hey.
Is this Tura's? No, never mind.
Guterkerl himself is here.
Yeah.
No.
Where did you
his
see
men.
him?
Outside of the
No,
gates.
he is here.
Wait, himself? I thought I didn't see him.
You just said you saw him outside.
I saw his men.
Was it earlier or not?
That's him. It was him and my sister and Odane the Red, if you lot are familiar. with it.
Holy shit, I
Maybe
missed
not.
that
They-
point. Oh, God.
They're coming this way.
Odin killed my entire family, and Guta Curl is the one who ordered it. We have to kill them. They're here. This cannot be a
There's-
coincidence.
Do you think they're here to take the city?
No, they're here so that we can kill them. It's fate.
Oh, okay.
Odin
Look,
wants
I-
us to take revenge.
I thought he'd
How,
be fatter,
how would they?
honestly.
They don't even know we're here. How would they know that we are here?
What if he's here for the to talk to the dragon? Normally he sends his men to do his work.
Well, he was just here already to talk to the dragon.
Maybe he didn't
And
find
they
what he
sent
wanted.
him. They sent him to the mountain. There's no way he could have gotten to the mountain and returned.
Well, someone said that they seem to be here waiting for us.
Well, they're waiting for someone outside of the gates. I mean, it's possible maybe they're not looking for us.
Well, you said that they just made camp, so that means that
They
they
just
haven't
made
been
camp.
camped there.
If you were
Orso
here-
speaks up and he says, I'm afraid this might be my fault, young ones.
What?
What do you mean? You said that he.
Well, if they were following me and tracking me, and I came with you back to the village, and they saw you all with me, that could be...
No one saw us leave the mines. It's just right there. Like we didn't like go through the mountains where people would be able to see us.
Is there any other reason he would know who you are or why you would be here? It's very possible they're waiting just for me.
I mean, no offense, also, but why an entire regiment? Why an entire regiment just for us? We haven't done anything to disrupt his plans.
Huge army to come to this village for one. Like I mean, Orso, you're incredible. You're amazing. But that's a lot of people from the way they're describing it to hunt down one single bear. I mean,
Even for
she
me,
just
who
said-
tried to assassinate Guter Curl in his own castle, I don't think they'd send this much force just for me.
No, and we
Tura
we
just
haven't
said
done
they
anything to
destroyed her
disrupt.
entire. No, you're good. Sorry. My thing is, Tura said that they destroyed her entire community. So could they be here to destroy the town? I mean,
Why
that
would
many
they-
people.
Oh God,
Why
is
does
this...
he do anything? There's the forge here. He could use magic to make it work. Like they could want the mithril mines to. I mean, this is a good place. It's small and everything, but it's just like it's well within the realm of something he would want to take for himself, just for the forge and the mine itself.
I will point out, it is technically already in his domain.
Oh, okay.
I did. Who cares why they're here? This is the moment we've been waiting for. If we can execute properly, we can achieve what we've been trying for. Well, I know not everyone's as interested in revenge, but this is what I want, and I don't understand why it matters necessarily why they're here per se. They're here. This is almost like a gift wrapped.
I
Revenge.
never believe in things too good to be true.
I kind of agree
Think
with
what hap-
Tira, especially if he's camped outside. We could send a small strike force inside, silently, and try to assassinate him.
By the way,
We don't have-
everybody notices Trey has a whole bunch of new tattoos.
Oh, nice tats, bro.
Thank you.
The artistry is impressive.
Ah, the feathers just kind of flew in my skin, and yeah.
I hope you know that we're not just dropping that right now, but we will be circling back round to it.
We're gonna put a pin in that.
Zazaris
You're
is going
to
to.
kill Curl.
Zazaris wants to walk up towards Valeris and produce one of the vials of poison that we got off of the White Scorpion assassins, and he's going to hand that out towards her, saying, I know you were hoping to perhaps converse with your sister, but in case you don't get that opportunity, I want you to have every opportunity that you can to do whatever it is you want to do. This stuff is some of the most
incredibly lethal toxin that I've ever come across. Just make sure that you're certain if you're going to use it.
She'll pocket the poison. Damn.
Oh yeah, that shit's no joke.
And he's going to hand
thank you.
a second vial of the same poison to Tura.
This is so thoughtful. Thank you.
It's going to be much better equipped in your hands than my own.
I shall throw it at the biggest beasts.
And with that, I think that's where we're going to end the session. I'll let you all take some time this week to figure out what you want to do. But this was one hell of a fun session, y'all. I had a blast.
So much drama.
I have an idea. We lead them all inside into the tavern for a free talent show, and when they're inside the
we
the
burn
tavern,
it.
there it is.
That's right. Burn down the tavern. Solution to everything.
That's when we burned their tent.
Wasn't that the same solution you tried to come up with for the circus?
And it worked.
If it works, don't fix it.
Well, I
Right.
wasn't there for that.
I don't know, trapping your enemies in a building and burning it down seems to work pretty well. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Whew. It's funny how much levity and seriousness happened in this session.
That was a really good session. Thank
It
you.
was a very good session.
Very good.
And there was
A
so
roller
much
coaster
tea.
of emotions.
Layers.
Like ogres.
Like ogres. This onion of an episode.
Well, why can't you say cakes? Cakes have layers too.
Parfaits, no
No one
parfaits.
likes it.
You ever met anyone that are like, you like parfaits? Like, hell no, I don't like no parfaits. Parfaits might be the most delicious thing on the whole damn planet.
No, it was like an episode. It had like a good mix of drama, problem solving. Yeah.
Will they? Won't they?
Life and death situations between you and a god.
And ending with an army at your door.
What more could you want in D&D?
I mean,
mean,
who
yeah, they're
are they
definitely-
after?
I
mean,
like
if-
my thing is like how.
Hey, you could go talk to him. That's something no one has talked about.
We don't talk.
You know,
to
I
them.
wanted to do that, but Valerius is like, no, we can't.
Well, I mean, Valeris can't. I can't.
I can.
But you can. Jethro sure as shit could. He'll will on up. What are they gonna do? Beat up a guy in a wheelchair? Come on.
Yes.
And he's also got glasses, too.
Yeah.
That's a double whammy.
All right, so we're sending Jethro in first.
Yes. I mean, Amelia will talk to him.
Amelia
That was one of the
will.
things she was going to suggest, but then Valerius is like, no, we can't. This man is a murderer.
We could
Well, he's the
send,
worst guy we've ever
And
encountered.
there was like 50 of them,
Well, what if they're friendly?
which nobody let Valera say, but there's like 50 of them.
What if they're friendly? Have we thought about that? Maybe they're here
No.
to give aid to the people.
This is, you know what? I didn't like Alfred, but now I don't even like Milia.
Honestly, I thought with Gutrakel, I thought he was fatter, so, you know, kind of like a regular noble person.
Lucas,
didn't
you're
realize
not
he was
allowed to
that hot.
sacrifice any more characters.
What?
He put
And
in
it's
the
not
in the chat, I will gladly sacrifice Jethro for the cause, and I told him he's not allowed to sacrifice any more characters.
I mean, Melia will do it. According to Trey, he's got to kill Alfred, so 2 birds, 1 stone.
that was awkward. Raven Queen being all mean. Why's your brother gotta be a weird guy?
Oh God, who knows?
You've heard that a lot about Amelia's life.
Honestly, I've also had to answer for what my brother's done in real life. Oh,
Amelia is her brother's keeper.
yes.
How we doing out there, y'all? Pulse check. We okay?
I'm alive.
I'm okay.
Totally here.
So
Totally
many
awake.
questions.
I mean, tomorrow's MLK Day. I'm off.
I am also off.
I am also off.
I got work.
Fuck!
Lucas, do you got work tomorrow?
Nope.
You okay, buddy?
Nope.
Oh.
You want to talk about it?
I'm trying to keep my anger in check, Nick.
What's wrong, man? What's wrong, man?
I know it was in jest, but being called a racist has it hit really hard, and I've been pissed
Oh.
off for the last 2.5, 3 hours.
I'm
and
sorry, Lucas.
I'm trying not to explode.
I was making
I'm
a
so
joke, man.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I know it was in jest, but I have never once done anything in character or out of character to do that. And
No, I was.
I know.
I was kidding, because
I know you were,
'cause
but
I
it
was
still hurts
trying
that
to-
it even came up as a joke.
I'm sorry, because I was trying to make sure that you weren't going down a path, you know, because I could tell that there was a misunderstanding, and I wanted to correct it. I'm sorry. I meant that as a joke.
Yeah, and I know that. That's why I was trying not to say anything. And my only thought to that was, when I first looked at the door, I didn't even mention Emberforge or whatever. And then you brought that up, so I was assuming that you wanted me to interact with her because of that situation.
Oh, no,
That's the only reason why I ever brought it up, because
Oh.
you stopped the conversation to say, "Oh, well, she's been here," and it's like, "Well, I didn't even get it." You know what I mean? So I thought that's what you wanted.
Sorry, I meant that she had been there, so it didn't open for her, is what I meant by that, and I
Right.
apologize for the
So
misunderstanding.
that's the only reason why the whole thing got brought up with her. So
Exactly.
I'm cooling off, but it hit pretty hard.
Well, I apologize. I'm sorry for that, Lucas. I do not mean to we call Jethro that or you that, okay? And I'm sorry.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Cognar is all the proof that we need that Lucas loves dwarves.
It's true. It's very true.
And I think we all know Lucas enough to know that he's not at all in any way, shape, or form. He loves all.
Why do you think Guter Curl's here, Lucas?
My guess is that he's going to go come back to the monastery because the dragon gave him false information, or information that didn't prove fruitful for Guter Curl, and he's going to try to sack the monastery because of vengeance.
Oh, siege compact. I like
Now
that
that
idea.
is a good guess.
Yeah, perhaps he couldn't find the giant, or perhaps the giant didn't give proper information that he wants to the location of the grotto, right? Because a lot of people are guessing at where this thing is. So
Aren't we supposed to go see the giant as well?
that was our
At
next
some
step.
point.
Yeah.
Don't we know that Gutercurl came by and talked to Varnadu?
Yeah,
Yes.
3 days
Uh,
ago.
Yes, but it was only him and Sabray that came in. None of his men came in.
Didn't Varnadu mention that there were some questions Varnadu didn't answer?
Yes. And
That
he
could be
sent
why.
him to the same rock giant that he's sending us to. And so that's why we waited for a few days to leave, because we didn't want to be right behind Guter Carol. We wanted to wait so we would be behind him enough to where we wouldn't be noticed.
I really like the idea of sending some of the party members in who aren't well known to Guderkel to maybe get an idea, or maybe if there's a town leadership who has an idea.
Yeah, try and figure out why he's here. And maybe hopefully not cause violence.
If I show him my abs,
Maybe that'll calm him
It's
down.
always a possible solution.
I
It'll
think
be
we
like a
should always
flashbang.
try. I think we should always give
It's
it.
at least always an option on the table.
I will put more weight onto myself so that I can carry a shield to like block you while you do that if you need to. And I'll like
We
have
need
like
to
a mirror
get you
attached
some
to it.
armor, by the way.
We were gonna get
You
mithril
can't be
armor.
rocking 12 armor if you're gonna go into the front lines.
I guess that's fair. I do keep throwing myself into the middle of the battles.
are you a barbarian?
She's a fighter.
She's more just she's a fighter. She's like not gonna, and she's a healer, so she's not gonna like leave. She's like a medic personality where she's not gonna like leave someone on the front lines.
Okay, I mean, a 12 armor class would sort of kind of make sense as a barbarian, but
I guess I hadn't really thought about it. I feel like I'm carrying a lot of stuff. I think I need to like go through.
You
this
have a
and, like, figure
lot
it
of strength and low dex. You should be wearing a little bit heavier armor than leather.
out. Really?
yeah.
Okay.
100%. Yeah, you got 1 dex. You should be rocking at least like split mail. Plus 16 to your AC, 17 to your AC.
But
Maybe
hey,
I'll stumble across something cool.
100%. I
Yeah.
was hoping the mithril mine would
Wink.
come up and you could get like
I
some
mean-
mithril half plate or
Wait,
something.
your mithril mines. I feel like there should have been something down there.
Just take Gooder Curl's armor.
Depending on how close you get with Bendu, he's got this armor that he doesn't necessarily always wear.
Hill for my armor, like abs for my armor. Honestly, ooh, these are appealing options, guys. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna go with it.
if Bendu
Can
does
we kill
have armor, it's the armor that has the abs like on it.
Spartan armor.
Yeah,
the
it's
Spartan
totally armor from 300.
Yeah, exactly.
Yoda's pretty strong. Like, I kind of imagine her as like a toned down version of the main chick from Norseman who's like super, super buff.
I mean, Gooder Curl's got plate armor. That'll be that's an 18 AC right there.
And it's got a
He's
cool.
no
plume.
roper. We can take him.
I would kick that man's ass. Maybe we'll walk up, do like the.
Yeah.
What'd be
You want to go
cool.
do that right now? We can figure it out.
I got
No,
12
I'm
D4
hungry,
plus-
and I would
plus
actually like to
12
go
with his
make
name
dinner.
on it.
So, I'm gonna hop off. Everybody, you have a wonderful evening.
Hi, Jeremy.
Night,
Love
Jeremy.
you.
Jim, man.
Bye.
Night.
Until next week.
All right,
All
then we
right.
will wrap this up. Y'all can talk about the Gooder Curl situation in the chat, and we will pick this up next week. Yeah.
Yeep.
Okay. Adios,
Night,
amigos.
everybody.
Bye.
Night, everybody.